scored a bunch of runs late last night, day game after a night game, you tend to go nerfy in those scenarios. So again, it's handicapping, but the number matters so much. Fortunately, in this town, I have 3 shops, South Point, Circa, and Westgate, that I think offer fair Nerfy prices. You can get a fair Nerfy price anywhere because the Nerfies they're not as popular. But the Nerfy prices, they tend to be more difficult to find fair ones.
I got you. Well, my graphic is ready.
Yeah, what do we got
So
here?
let's cash some tickets.
Look at this.
I have a bunch of bets today. So, all right, let's start. We're going Royals. My guy, Zach Greinke. I like to fade the White Sox every chance I get. I don't like anything about them. They tried to blame the manager last year, so what's the problem now? Because they still aren't very good. 16-29 of the year.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Something about playing there in Houston, man. The ball seems to just fly out of the
I'm on the Nerfy in that game. That's one of the. So the 2 I wrote up for the site today. One of them was the A's Astros.
Cool. Also, Mariners first 5.
Altuve back today.
Backing my guy Bryce Miller here to get it done against the Braves. Very good young prospect there for the Mariners. Okay, so I'm getting greedy again tonight. Pucktradamus just can't help himself, right? I know the Stars are the dog, but I'm taking them in regulation on the 3-way. I agree with Nick Alberga. That sits at plus 158. And listen, I've been paging my boy J-Rob, so now I actually knows where he is. He's in Vegas. You know, I had to go holler at my dog. He said, I apologize, Pucktradamus. I got you. So I'm taking Jason Robinson tonight. First goal of the game, 10-1. Also, I'm going to back it up with a J-Rob anytime goal, which sits at plus 170. Wow. Hopefully we can get the young phenom going. I don't want to go against VGK, but listen, I love my guy Derek Stevens, and I know they're extremely, a lot of liability in Vegas.
They need Dallas to win this series.
So that's what we're rocking with tonight.
Makes sense.
Follow your boy, back your boy. Let's cash some tickets. And if you see, all plus money bets except for the over. Royals are plus 119, Mariners plus 124, Stars in regulation plus 158. And man, look, if J-Rob scores the first goal of the game, we're just going to throw a party here, a little pizza money at Circle.
I feel good. I feel good about the bottom half of that card. So here's the funny thing about the Nerfy empire that I'm building. I have not bet a full game baseball wager, with the exception of a couple of dabbles with strikeout props all season. Side total, nothing. Only Nerfies or Yerfies.
Yeah.
I don't have the bandwidth to really focus on the other stuff, and also the attention span you need to actually watch a full baseball game. I know they're shorter today than they were last year. I get that. But man, there's something about these 15 minutes in and out.
So I generally only like road favorites when I'm going full game.
Please stand by for a special presentation of Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
They come from around the world.
Who's getting acquainted behind the play. Now ahead, it's East Guy. Cutting on net, fired a shot, he scores!
They come from across the country.
Robbins fend on his pass and shot in front, Youngstown scores! Whitelaw with the hat trick, right into the danger zone.
Each path is different, every background diverse, but all arrive with the same goal. Every champion was once a contender. Every professional was once an amateur.
Now the puck is floated in, splitting the defenseman, going behind his car. That can't be, and he scores! What a goal for Kyle Connor!
They were born to be.
Tilla bounces to Plant. Plant, backdoor, Fowler got across to make the save!
This moment is theirs. The road to the NHL runs through Youngstown. It's time for Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio.
Hockey Nights. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown, Ohio. The United States Hockey League is proud to present Game 3 of the 2023 Clark Cup Final between the Fargo Force and the Youngstown Phantoms. Youngstown leads the best-of-5 series 2-0. Good evening, sports fans. My name is Matt Lipsack, the voice of the Youngstown Phantoms. Pleased to be bringing you the action this evening on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Hockey. Phantoms and Force opened up the Clark Cup Final last weekend up in North Dakota, and Youngstown swept those 2 games, winning Game 1 by the score of 4-1 before prevailing in Game 2 in overtime by the score of 2-1. No scoring in the first 2 periods of Game 1, then finally 96 seconds into the third, Will Whitelaw gets a power play goal, his 4th of the playoffs. Shane LaChance and Andon Sorbonne with the assist, 1-0 Youngstown. Minute and 18 seconds later, Miles Gunty, his first of the playoffs. Tyler Catalano and Jack Wilson with the assist, 2-0 Youngstown. Then at 15-15, Shane LaChance, his 3rd of the playoffs. Jake Rossi and Martin Mishiak with the assist, 3-0 Youngstown. And then 26 seconds later at 15-41, Will Whitelaw, 2nd of the game, 5th of the postseason, scores on the empty net. Andrew Strathman and Martin Mishiak with the assist. At 19:02, Anthony Mangini breaks up Jacob Fowler's shutout bid with his 1st of the playoffs. Harper Bentz and JP Turner with the assist, and that's how we got our 4-1 final. Fowler got the win. He stopped 29 out of 30. Anton Castro took the loss. He stopped 20 out of 23. Youngstown power play was 1 for 2. Fargo power play was 0 for 2. In Game 2, there was no scoring in the first period once again, but we did get a goal early in the second period. At 2:49 was Miles Gunty, his 2nd of the playoffs. Tyler Catalano and Tomasz Maciu with the helpers, 1-0 Youngstown. Then at 9:27, it was Brett Link with his 1st of the playoffs. Jacob Stender with the helper on that one. Tied at 1 at the end of the second period. No scoring in the third, and so we would go to overtime at 6:59 of the first overtime. It was Andon Sorbonne scoring his 4th goal of the playoffs, his 2nd overtime game winner of the playoffs. Jake Rossi and Chase Patillo with the assists on the game-winning goal. Fowler got the win again. He stopped 30 out of 31. Mate Marinov took the loss. He stopped 24 out of 26. Youngstown power play was 0 for 2. Fargo power play was 0 for 1. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll have tonight's scratch report, which is presented by A1 Industrial Maintenance, as well as the starting lineups, which are brought to you by our friends at VAI. You are listening to the pregame show on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Hockey.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
The Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is proud to be the official hotel partner of the Youngstown Phantoms. Located in downtown's historical standby building and fully updated with today's amenities while preserving its historical charm and neoclassical architecture of 1907. Offering modern conveniences such as on-site room service, free Wi-Fi, complimentary business center, and a 24-hour fitness center. Events are also memorable with over 5,000 square feet of meeting space, including our top floor ballroom accented by 13-foot ceilings, Palladian windows, and views from 12 stories up. Conveniently located within walking distance to the Cavelli Center, the Youngstown Foundation Amphitheater, Youngstown State University, Oh Wow Science Center, and Dior Performing Arts Center, the Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms and invites you to be our valued guest.
Have you seen the new power plant? That was us! From industrial to commercial projects, union carpenters use their skills to construct our cities. Like Carpenters Local 171, we are your family, friends, and neighbors, giving back and providing stable jobs that everyone can rely on. We are educated, safe, trained professionals. Join us, become an apprentice, get paid to learn new skills while enjoying benefits. Carpenters Local 171, building the Mahoning Valley for over 130 years. Call 330-746-0551.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Team Marzo with Next Home Go 30 Realty can help. As a premier real estate team in the Mahoning Valley, we bring a unique and progressive approach to real estate using top listing technology, unique signage, and best practices in mobile and online marketing. Our customer-centric approach combines the best of technology with years of marketing expertise to provide an exceptional buying or selling experience. Call us today at 330-503-2250 so you can move with Marzo. Looking to buy or sell a home? Team Marzo with Next Home Go 30 Realty can help. As a premier real estate team in the Mahoning Valley, we bring a unique and progressive approach to real estate using top listing technology, unique signage, and best practices in mobile and online marketing. Our customer-centric approach combines the best of technology with years of marketing expertise to provide an exceptional buying or selling experience. Call us today at 330-503-2250 so you can move with Marzo.
Will that be all?
Can I also have the Price is Right scratch-off?
Come on down!
Excuse me?
Come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Play The Price is Right scratch-off from the Ohio Lottery today. Win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas for a chance to win up to $50 million in the Come On Down Challenge. Next in line?
I'll take whatever she's got.
Come on down! Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Veterans. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
Golf in the Mahoning Valley starts at Mill Creek Golf Course. Come out to the 36 beautiful hole design course by Donald Ross, and golf lessons are available by calling the team shop at 330-740-7112. Don't forget about family fun nights on Friday and Saturday evenings, a family of 4 with cart for only $25. Or visit the Wick Recreation Area and the lighted Par 3 course. Book your tee time today at 330-740-7112 or online at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Welcome back to Western Reserve Radio's coverage of the Youngstown Phantoms. Now here's the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Gavelli Center during the pregame show. It is time to bring you tonight's Scratch Report, which is presented by A1 Industrial Maintenance. To bring you that Scratch Report, my partner in crime up here in the booth, Jared Vinecourt. Jared.
Thank you, Matt. For the Fargo Force tonight, you can scratch number 12, Boris Skalos, number 13, Tanner Wallos, and number 32, Marion Mosko. And for your Youngstown Phantoms, you can scratch number 4, Michael Fisher, number 11, Grant Young, number 19, James Fisher, number 20, Blake Beshin, number 25, Braden Clark, and number 77, Sam Ronaldo. That was tonight's Scratch Report presented by A1 Industrial Maintenance. And now for tonight's starters, here's Matt.
Thank you very much, Jared. We will begin with the visiting Fargo Force. In the regular season, they had a record of 40, 14, 4, and 4. Their 88 points put them in first place in the USHL's Western Conference, and they were this season's Anderson Cup champion. Starting on the left wing out of Anchorage, Alaska, committed to North Dakota, number 27, Max Swanson. Centering the top line for the Force out of East Grand Rapids, Michigan, committed to Notre Dame, number 22, Cole Knubel. On the right wing out of Anchorage, Alaska, committed to Colorado College, number 10, Brett Link. On defense out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota, committed to Wisconsin, number 14, Joe Palatichuk. Also on defense out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota, committed to St. Cloud State, number 5, Leo Gruba. In net out of Nitra, Slovakia, committed to Quinnipiac, number 33, Mate Marinov. Marinov in the playoffs has a 3-1-1 record, a 2.57 goals against average, and a .913 save percentage. The Force are coached by Nick Oliver. The associate head coach is Chad Demers. They are assisted by Carter Creer. And now for your Youngstown Phantoms, who had a regular season record of 38-19-4-1. Their 81 points put them in second place in the USHL's Eastern Conference. Starting on the left wing, out of Andover, Massachusetts, committed to Boston University and the draft property of the Edmonton Oilers, your captain, number 24, Shane LaChance. Centering the top line for the Phantoms, out of Banksa, Bystrica, Slovakia, number 90, Martin Misiak. On the right wing, out of Rosemont, Minnesota, committed to Wisconsin, number 8, Will Whitelaw. On defense, out of Beach Park, Illinois, committed to North Dakota, number 27, Andrew Strathman.
Who are you? Well, how do you answer that question? Who are you? Well, you give a name. That's not true. They put that name on you, and they taught you to identify with it and to behave as it was expected to behave. But that's not who you are. You know very well. Go back in your memory. Go back into your infancy before they started telling you this stuff. Who are you?
I filled your cup until it overflowed. Took it so far to keep you close. I was afraid to leave you on your own. Said I'd catch you if you fall. And if you come on. And then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet. So you can take advantage of me. Tell me how you feel, singing over there. Feeling so high, I'm so far away to hold me. You know I'm not gonna let you up there. Make me sad, but I'll never get me. Thinking you were gone. Just running from the demons in my mind. And I took yours, made me mine. I didn't notice cause my love was blind. Said I'd catch you if you fall. And if you have to come on. And then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet. So you can take advantage of me. Tell me how you feel, singing over there. Feeling so high, I'm so far away to hold me. You know I'm not gonna let you up there. Make me sad, but I'll never get lonely. Thinking you were gone. Just what you did, I already know. I had you going final from there. So tell me how's it feel? Tell me how's it
We had the hype video there, cut me off during the starting lineup, so we will give you the Phantom starters again. The Phantoms in the regular season were 38-19-4-1. Their 81 points put them in second place in the USHL's Eastern Conference. Starting on the left wing, out of Andover, Massachusetts, committed to Boston University and the draft property of the Edmonton Oilers, your captain, number 24, Shane LaChance. Centering the starting lineup for the Phantoms, out of Banksa, Bystrica, Slovakia, number 90, Martin Misiak. On the right wing out of Rosemont, Minnesota, committed to Wisconsin. Number 8, William Whitelaw. On defense out of Beach Park, Illinois, committed to North Dakota. Number 27, Andrew Strathman. And out of Howell, Michigan, committed to Michigan Tech. Number 17, Chase Patilla. In net out of Melbourne, Florida, committed to Boston College. Number 1, Jacob Fowler. Fowler enters tonight's game in the playoffs with a 7-1-0 record, a 1.51 goals against average, and a .948 save percentage. The Phantoms head coach in his first season is Ryan Ward. The associate head coach is Andy Contois. They are assisted by Brandon Gotkin and Brandon Dennis. The general managers are Jason Deskins and Ryan Kisecki. The equipment manager is Steven Smith. The athletic trainer is Amber Martinelli. The goaltending coach is Neil Conway. And the strength and conditioning coach is Tommy Malloy. Officials for tonight's game, the referees will be Hunter Mottinger and Andrew Rasky. The linesmen will be Zach Carson and Patrick Giles. Just under 5 minutes remaining before the national anthem and starting lineups here in the arena. We're going to step aside for a timeout, and when we come back, we will have Game 3 of the 2023 Clark Cup Final here for you on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Hockey.
Veterans. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
Show off your Youngstown pride by sporting the latest in Phantoms gear. Don't know where to get it? Head over to youngstownphantoms.com and click on the Team Shop link for the latest in jerseys, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Let everyone know that you're the biggest Phantoms fan around. And be sure to stop by the Dunkin' Donuts Team Shop next time you're at the Covelli Center. Head to youngstownphantoms.com and visit the Team Shop today.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Who are you? Well, how do you answer that question? Who are you? Well, you give a name. That's not true. They put
1, 2, 3,
Fire inside me blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no, I can't keep silent. I put my time in. Now it's my time, your time is expiring. Blood, sweat, and tears, I conquer my fears. I'm ready to fly now. I am the pilot. I am so polished, usually modest. When is the last time you seen it this stylish without a stylist, huh? It's been a long time. I've been on this road, I'm racking my mileage up. They don't get loud with us, cause they know we wild. We know they scared of us. No, they don't care for us. They wasn't there for us. Get loud for me. Get loud for me.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Twilight
our national anthem by Charlene Sharver, a beautiful rendition of it. Welcome back into the broadcast booth, ladies and gentlemen. Voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack here with you on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Hockey. Joined by Jared Vinecourt, we are preparing for Game 3 of the 2023 Clark Cup Finals. Youngstown leads the series 2-0. Fargo is 2-0 in this building in the playoffs, winning both games 3 and 4 back in 2018 along the way to their first Clark Cup. But Youngstown, 5-0 at home when they can end a playoff series in their history, including 2-0 this year. Downing the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders and the Chicago Steel, both here at the Covelli Center. And Jared, how about this crowd, man?
We got a sold-out crowd here at the Covelli Center. It's loud. Phantom fans are excited, and we're ready for some Youngstown Phantoms hockey here in the Covelli Center.
Youngstown absolutely showed up for this team tonight, and 60 minutes or more could have a trophy in the hands of the Youngstown Phantoms, but we have many miles to go before we sleep. Mishiak and Knuble approach center ice. Roll for initiative. Game 3 is underway. Fargo wins the faceoff. Plotachuk over to Gruba. Out at center. Redirected into the zone by Link. Into the right wing corner it goes. Mishiak back up the near wall. Link cut it off there. Sent it over to the left corner. Knuble tried the reverse hit on Patel as the puck went into the corner for Swanson. Up to Plotachuk for the slapper. Blocked in the slot. Ricocheted behind the cage. Mishiak touched it to Strathman. Mishiak got it back, got it as far as the neutral zone, chipped it to Whitelaw. Knocked off his line by Plotachuk as the puck rolls to Gruba. Mishiak off for the change. Swanson over to Gruba. Snapped ahead to Link at the line. He'll redirect it into the zone. Fargo for the full sail line change. Patilla around the cage to the far side, snapped it to the neutral zone off of Catalano, who was tangled up with Kevin Scott, and the Force will bring it back ahead. Stripped of the puck at center, picked up by Bischoff and thrown to the right wing corner of the Fargo end. Marinoff sets it up for Stender. Spins away, sends it right corner for Napier. Up to the line, out to center, fired right back in by Bischoff. Marinoff tried to slow it down, got a twig on it, but too much steam. It actually all the way out to the neutral zone where it's touched ahead by Wilson, then Machu, now Catalano. Cat down the right side, took a shot, but that was blocked away by Stender. Puck behind the net. Napier chips it to the right wing wall. Slid back behind the cage as Catalano throwing his weight around. Stender backhands it up the wall, picked off by Isagai. Fed to Catalano, back to Isagai. Kenta shot through the blue paint. Marinov let it go right by, and now there's our first shot on net, and that came from Tomasz Machu at the right point, gloved and held by Marinov. 18:22 into this first period, which is presented by the Jewish Community Center. Youngstown will complete their line change, bring out the second line. Isagai, Sorbonne, and Rossi, of course, the line that combined on the game-winning goal in overtime in Game 2. It'll be Sorbonne to take the draw. We'll have Centrella and Williams on the back end, and that is Miettinen to take the draw for Fargo, won by Youngstown. Rossi to Williams, to Rossi, to Isagai, one-timer. Nice save by Marinov. Nice set play there by Youngstown. As Fargo gets the rebound, clears it to center. Miettinen to the left wing corner. Silkins had it taken away by Sorbonne, played around to the right side, picked up by Centrella, played out to center. Mellenbacher, the former Lumberjack, sent it back in the zone, but that went right to Williams, to Centrella. Had redirected into the zone by Sorbonne, but couldn't get it deep. Thrown back down the ice by Fargo. No icing here. Williams sets it up behind the cage. Snapped ahead to Sorbonne to the neutral zone. Just floated it ahead looking for Rossi. It rolled to the Force. And that's Fisher sending it ahead and just tucking around a big check was J.P. Turner as Fowler sent it hard around the near boards. Perkins able to get out to center. Touched off of Varner in the zone. Sorbonne still on the ice here, needs to get a break as he tried a shot from below the red line, maybe off the side of the net. Don't know if that even touched Marinoff as Phantom gets taken down behind the cage. That was Varner. But it's the Force with control. Trying to clear, couldn't do so. Varner tried to leave it behind him for Perkins. Pass was behind him, played out to center by the Force. Pittner to Funtek, ahead off of Swoboda, redirected to the end wall. Marinoff around the white wall and played out to the neutral zone, but right to Chase Patilla. Ahead off of Brandon Swoboda and into the Fargo zone. Marinoff plays it behind him to Napier. Off of Link, out to center, it bounced to Knuble. Watched by Strathman, Knuble into the zone, over to Link. Tried to feed it through to Swanson, wasn't ready for the pass. Kept by Knuble. To Napier, Knuble, shot, pad, save, rebound, kicked out by Fowler as well. Link didn't have a great angle there on the sharp angle shot. I think we have a slashing call on Fargo.
High stick. And I believe it's a high stick, Matt.
High sticking is the call on Brett Link. Youngstown will head to the first power play of the game in the playoffs. Youngstown 8 for 26, that's 19.2%. Fargo penalty kill 75% at 5 for 20. In the series, Youngstown is 1 for 4 on the power play. Of course, that power play goal was the opening goal in game 1 by William Whitelaw.
And we've seen it all season long, the regular season, Matt. William Whitelaw and Shane LaChance, the top 2 players for the Phantoms in the power play, looking for a goal here to lead them here in the game 3.
Face off to the right of Marinoff, but less than legally. Time of that penalty, 3:41, and that's Link for high sticking. So he takes his 3rd minor in as many games here in the Clark Cup final. Taking the face-off is Fargo captain Kyle Smolin. And Smolin will get the face-off warning. Smolin playing his first game of the final after serving a 2-game suspension. As Sorbonne wins the draw, skating down the wall to try to hold it is Rossi. Battling at it is Smolin. It bounces over to Russell. He'll get the clear. Fowler sets it up for Strathman. Traded off to Sorbonne. He'll carry. Sorbonne, red line. Tried to fire it in, hit a Fargo player, and bounced that back out to center. Trying to carry ahead is Smolin. Has Russell with him. Spins the top of the right circle. Now will drop it back for the defensive Kevin Scott. Played it over to Bozer. And from the official's crease, he will try to snap it in and ended up hitting one of his teammates as Fowler had almost gone behind the net to play the dump in. Dangerous moment there for the Phantoms. We've seen funny bounces against Fargo in this building as Whitelaw brings it into the zone, played it to LaChance. Left it in the corner for Sorbonne to Whitelaw, couldn't get it up to Strathman. Phantoms still trying to get set up on this opening power play of the game. Rossi behind him to Strathman. Bumped by Mangini. Strathman to Patilla as Youngstown trying to get the second power play unit out. To Mishiak. Into the zone down the left side, watched by Knuble. And then Stender got it to Varner, swept up the wall to Patilla far side. Chase down the wall through Isagai, even through Varner into Centrella. Poke past him, could be a 2-on-1, but hustling back for it was Chase Patilla. As Mangini went to the bench. 33 seconds left on this power play, which has been much ado about nothing so far. Patilla from the red line, fired it in. Marinoff slowed it down as it rolled to Mishiak, but he couldn't play it to Varner. And Fargo gets another clear, trying to bounce it ahead, looking for Smolin out for a second shift here on this penalty kill. It's Patilla carrying ahead with 10 seconds left on the power play. Patilla to Varner. Couldn't enter the zone cleanly. It's going to roll into the corner for Shaspy. 2 seconds and 1 out of the box is Brett Link. As in front, quickly Varner tipped it on net. And Marinoff with the glove save, and we will have our media timeout. 14-17 left in the first period. We're scoreless. Listening to Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Sports.
projects, union carpenters use their skills to construct our cities. Like Carpenters Local 171, we are your family, friends, and neighbors, giving back and providing stable jobs that everyone can rely on. We are educated, safe, trained professionals. Join us, become an apprentice, get paid to learn new skills while enjoying benefits. Carpenters Local 171, building the Mahoning Valley for over 130 years. Call 330-746-0551.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
We now return you to Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Gavelli Center. 14-17 left in the first period. We're scoreless. First shot of the game for the Youngstown Phantoms came right there before the break. A great look for Justin Varner in front.
That was a great dump pass by Kenta Isagai. And like you said, Matt, Varner had a great shot, just not able to capitalize.
And I think maybe if Varner tried to go to the left side of the net, that's a goal, but he tried to go glove, and Marinoff flashed the trapper as Youngstown wins the faceoff. Pittner, low shot, redirected wide. Fargo to the rebound. They'll send it out to center. That was Gruba, but he couldn't connect with Zamplant. Pittner to Gunty, 2 goals in this series. Knocked off of his twig, back out to center. Still looking for it, but Plant will regather, carries across the logo and into the zone. Out to the left point for a shot by J.P. Turner that is gloved and held by Jacob Fowler. 13:56 left in the first period, presented by the Jewish Community Center.
And you mentioned, Matt, Miles Gunty with 2 goals in this series. Miles Gunty has done a great job since coming back from injury. Only played 3 games in the regular season and is doing a great job for the Phantoms in the playoffs.
Yeah, Miles, double hip surgery at the beginning of the year. Worked his butt off to get back in the lineup, and he has performed admirably. Face off to the left of Fowler. Misiak wins the draw, poke to below the goal line for Strathman. Up the dasher, but off the stanchion and out of play. Into section 214 across from me. As we are far side here at the Cavelli Center as you are watching on Flow Hockey. So if you follow the goal line up from Jacob Fowler's to his right, you will run into the press box and where Jared is sitting and I am standing. And of course we have Alexis Davis down in the row in front of us, keeping you up to date on the social media as Fargo controls the draw. Throwing it behind him was Swanson. Now cycled down low for Link. Link tripped up by Strathman. Could have easily been a call, but Rasky says all play legal. Now Napier from the left point. His shot high and wide. A chance for the rebound. Couldn't clear. Kept nicely by Napier. Sent behind the cage. Looking for Link. Patilla got there first, and he will send it over the glass into section 206 to my right. 13:32. Left in this first period. Want to say hello to former Phantom Trey Taylor, tuning in from British Columbia. Thank you, Alexis, for reminding me. Yes, I will put the graphics into the Google Drive for you. Face off to the right of Fowler. Misiak against Mietnin. Face-off warning on Misiak from linesman Patrick Giles. Face-off controlled by Fargo. Mellenbacher to the cage. Stick saved by Fowler. Strathman to the rebound to LeChance to Misiak. Ahead 2-on-2 off the skates of Whitelaw and into the zone. Palatichuk rides Whitelaw into the corner boards. Misiak in to support him. He's taken to the wall by Silkins. Still tangled up in that right wing corner. Whitelaw gets it free for a moment, but Palatichuk tied him up, and Gruba able to play it around the wall, kept by Strathman. Tried to send it back down low. They went right to the stick of Sender. No, Gruba. 5, not 6, and he is guilty of an icing violation. 12:59 left in the first period. Shots on goal 3-1 in favor of the Force.
And Matt, even though Fargo Force is leading in shots right now 3-1 over the Phantoms, and it's still early, that doesn't matter to the Phantoms. This postseason, they are 3-0 when being outshot.
3-0 in the postseason, but somehow we're just 10-10-3 in the regular season as Youngstown wins the draw. Williams over to Centrell at the right point. Tried to backhand it down the wall. Mellenbacher got a stick on it. Bounced back toward Palatichuk. Tangled up on the right half wall now. Rozzi battling for it. Into the corner, it's Isagai. Being watched by Gruba. Isagai spins to his right. To Sorbonne at the half. Cross point. Williams. Half slapper redirected wide in front. I think that was Rozzi. His skates at the edge of blue paint. Rebound played out to center. Centrella to Williams near side. Ahead off the heel of Isagai's stick. Trickles behind the cage. Youngstown chains up the deep pair as Marinov sets it up. Out to center for Mangini. Forced back toward his own zone. Being watched by Jake Rossi, now out to center. Chips it past Isagai, swept into the zone by Smolin. Rolls to the left wing corner. Machu got there first, played it up the near wall to Sorbonne, out to center. Kenta looking for it, but he is knocked down by Scott as the puck bounces to Russell. Rolled free to Nick Williams. D-to-D over to Machu. Snapped ahead looking for Perkins. Perk had a step. Backhander saved by Marinov. Rebound to the left corner as absolutely getting crushed from behind was Brandon Svoboda. Could have easily been a board, but no penalty called. Cavelli crowd unhappy with it. And now Svoboda ripped to the ice again as Fargo comes ahead into 3-on-2. Carrying ahead are the Force, but they are offside at the line as throwing a hit at the whistle was Tomasz Machu, throwing that hit on Kevin Scott. Jack Wilson's involved with Mangini. Russell's involved with Matt Perkins. And Brandon Svoboda is having a word with J.P. Turner. As Russell has ripped the helmet off of Perkins. They're still tangled up. Linesman in there trying to get them separated in the far corner right in front of me.
And you can hear this Cavelli Center crowd getting into it, and both teams in this crowd know what's at stake tonight, as it looks like Perkins is going to head to the box.
Perkins is going to head to the box. I think Kevin Scott may be joining him. So I think we're going to skate 4-on-4. 11:31 left in this first period. And now Svoboda's being told he's going to the box too.
And I'm not sure why Svoboda's going to the box. Maybe at the scuffle at the end of that whistle there. But that...
As Turner and Machu have to be separated, looks like Russell, Svoboda's dancing partner, is going to the box as well. So it looks like all action on the ice is going to be even. As standing at the edge of the officials' crease are Shane LeChance and Brett Link, waiting for explanations. Cavelli Center crowd voicing their displeasure with the men in stripes.
And I gotta believe Svoboda will get a boarding call.
Well, Svoboda was boarded earlier, and nothing was called.
Boarding or roughing?
I imagine we're just going to see maybe roughing for each way, and we'll just maybe stay 5 aside. .11:31 left in the first. We're scoreless. Shots on goal are 3-2 in favor of the Fargo Force. And while we're trying to figure things out, I think I see Andrew Rasky signaling 4-on-4. But while we've got a moment, want to also give a shout out to Grandpa Wayne and Grandma Pam watching the game up in Calgary. And we got a shout out former Phantom assistant captain Jacob Felker watching the game back in Colorado with his fiance. Congratulations on the engagement, Felks. We miss you, bud. Hope all is going well up at West Point. Don't have to shout out former Phantom captain Jaden Grant. He's in the building. All right, so Perkins and Russell, 4 each for a rough. Svoboda and Scott, 2 each for a rough. Neutral zone draw, as actually looks like we're going to skate 5-on-5. And we have a whistle. Maybe offside on the force. I see the far linesman with his arm in the air.
Interesting offside call there. Torrey Pittner had the puck.
Yeah, maybe the force player touched it. There's Torrey retreated. I don't know. Neutral zone draw controlled by the force. They will send it down the right wing wall. That was Harper Bentz from behind the cage. Funtek took a hard hit, kept it at the point by Fargo. They will pump it hard off the end wall. Pittner trying to get to it. Got a stick on it. Found Gunty, who was able to get it as far as the neutral zone before it came back to Torrey Pittner. Popped up in the air. Pittner unable to clear past Plant. Battled the top of the right circle. Gunty able to backhand it to the wall, kept by Turner. And chipped over the glass out of play as Pittner and Bentz need to be separated quickly by the linesman. Looks like the faceoff is going back out to center. .10:56 left in the first period. Approaching our second media timeout of this opening frame. Mishiak to take the draw against Knuble. Mishiak wins the draw to Strathman. To LeChance, drop back for Patilla. Chase spins in his own end. Ahead, redirected into the zone by Mishiak. Behind the cage, it's Marinoff. Bouncing puck, came loose to the side. Marinoff plays it to the wall, but the net came off its moorings. Bumped into by a Fargo player. Might have been Jacob Stender. Can't get a number from this angle.
And that was a good job by the Phantoms to apply pressure and get Fargo flat-footed. And that's what made the goal go off its moorings and able to get the whistle there.
Well, they're bringing the faceoff out to center, which is an indication to me that Youngstown is actually the team that knocked the net off its pegs. And yeah, bumping into his man was Will Whitelaw. And that is how the net came off its pegs. So, ruled as a Youngstown infraction, so the faceoff to the neutral zone as Mishiak gets a faceoff warning. 10:42 left in the first. Knuble wins the draw. Gruba off the ankle of Whitelaw, bounce to Mishiak. He'll snap it to the glove of Marinoff from the neutral zone. He'll glove it down for Gruba. Played over to Palatichuk. Back to Gruba, near side. To Link. Across the ice to Palatichuk to Swanson into the zone. Tried to feather it back to Palatichuk. Broken up by Mishiak. Couldn't clear off of Patilla's second effort. Chase does get it out to center. Palatichuk D-to-D over to Gruba from the red line. Snaps it around the kick plate, comes to the left side for Swanson. In the middle for Knuble. Shot, save, Fowler with the blocker. Rebound clear to the wall. Taking the bump is Shaspy. Tangled up with Patilla. Knuble in looking for that puck. Patilla sweeps it up the wall. Found Whitelaw. Now LeChance. 3-on-3 developing. LeChance to Strathman. Back to LeChance. Toward the cage. Missed it wide. Off the end wall. Mishiak. Got it to LeChance. To Centrella. Shot. Missed the cage. Swept up the boards by Shaspy. Kept by Rossi. Couldn't get it to Mishiak. Picked up by Knuble and carried ahead. Knuble into the zone. Floated over to Shaspy. Bouncing puck. Rolls into the blue paint. Fowler picks it up. And it was loose. LeChance played it into the corner as Fowler was engaged with, I believe, either Knuble or Shaspy as Rossi chips it just wide of the crease. Down in the Fargo, and Marinoff plays it away, and backhanging it out to center is Silkins. Into the zone comes Mellenbacher, backhander, glove save by Fowler. Rebound to Sorbonne in the right corner. Spun it away from Mellenbacher, got it to Centrella. Trells. Chipped it far side, looking for Sorbonne. He'll backhand it in the zone, picked up by Stender. Around the cage, away from Isegai, he leaves it for Napier. Floated ahead to center, was looking for Silkins. They're going to say that touched Wilson, so no icing as Jack can't get it up the near wall. Silkins poked off of his twig by Machu. Back to Wilson. Now back to Machu behind the cage. Machi ahead at center. Isagai couldn't split the defense. Great work there by Napier just to deny Kenta the straight line. Up to the point for Wilson. DDD to Machu, but the pass went out to center. Back across to Wilson. Snap to Catalano at center. To Bischoff. Fights his way past Gruba. Bischoff toward the cage and the blue paint. Out to the point. Wilson looking for a lane. Over to Catalano. One-timer wide of the net. Rebound side of the cage. Gunty couldn't stuff it home. Played back up to the point for Jack Wilson. Jack, D-to-D, Machu. Back to Wilson, center point, little bobble, floats back toward the wall. Jack turns and fires, missed the net. Catalano to the rebound. Hit a stanchion as he tried to cycle it to Gunty, came to the middle of the ice, and the Force able to clear it back to center. Mietinen down into the Youngstown zone. And now he will peel off for the change as Wilson sells it down behind the cage, far side to Machu. Out to center for Gunty. He'll redirect it into the Fargo zone, but no, they're going to say icing. As Gunty did not get the redirect, is now Svoboda and Scott are set free of their respective penalty boxes.
That was a great scoring opportunity for the Phantoms. Trying to get that screen or that rebound goal there, and Gunty was right there, just not able to put it home.
Great work on the cycle by the fourth line. Svoboda was in the box and just trying to figure out if he's allowed to be on the ice right now, and no, the linesman sending him to the bench off the icing whistle. 7:34 left in the first. I believe we owe you a media timeout. Next legal whistle has had a nice little bit of flow there.
I believe I forgot everyone was in the box, Matt.
As Catalano wins the draw into the corner. Wilson up to the half wall. A chance, clubs it to center. Firing it right back in hard was Boser. Right corner, Wilson. LeChance out to center. Couldn't find Mishiak, sent right back in by the Force. Fowler let it roll through to Macho. He will shovel it out to center over the head of Boser. Rolls down to Scott. And now back out to center. Into the zone. Smolin couldn't control it. Macho off the window. Kicked to the boards by Mishiak and got it to Whitelaw out to center. LeChance takes a bump from Stender. As the puck rolls to Bet, stolen by LeChance. Chipped ahead for Whitelaw. Will skates into it on his backhand through the mouth of the crease. Rebound sent out to center by Boser. As Mishiak lifts a stick up in the air, that's probably going to be a slash on the Youngstown Phantoms. And heading to the bench is Mate Marinov. Stender. Over to Palatichuk. Back around to Knubel. Marinov's on the bench. Delayed penalty situation. Chipped ahead. Bringing it into the zone is Fisher. Sent down low looking for Turner. There's the touch by Patilla. As Knubel gets sandwiched. Helmet went flying, and fans are going to be lucky if they don't go down two men here. A couple of helmets on the ground. Catalano has lost his helmet. And we will have our media timeout. We'll let you know about the penalties on the other side of the break. 6:14 left in the first. We're scoreless. You're listening to Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Sports.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Welcome back to Western Reserve Radio's coverage of the Youngstown Phantoms. Now here's the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Cavelli Center. 6:14 left in the first period. We're scoreless. Shots on goal are 5-4 in favor of Youngstown. Looking like Youngstown is heading to the penalty kill for the first time this evening.
We know Chase Patilla went to the box, and maybe Michiak on the stick that went over the glass. And we know, Matt, we've seen it all season. If you get on Chase Patilla's bad side, Patilla is bound to get a penalty. He's one of the top defenders in the league this season with minor penalties.
Yeah, but in general, you really just don't want to get on Chase Patilla's bad side. He is a bad dude.
Standing at 6'2", 186 pounds, I would say so. So it looks like Centrella, and I can't see who the Fargo Force player is that they're discussing with the officials and what the penalties are.
Maybe Brett Link again. I see an A. As being sent to the locker room is number 24, J.P. Turner. That's an interesting development.
And I'm not sure what for, Matt. I didn't really see Turner do anything.
Well, I'm sure that our official scorekeeper, Lynn Siegfried, is going to inform us momentarily.
And you would think it would have to be a 10-minute misconduct.
So again, 6:14 left in the first. We had a brouhaha in the left wing corner of the Youngstown zone right before the break. It was a delayed penalty situation for 6 Fargo skaters on the ice as Martin Michiak was going to be called for either slashing or a hook as he pried a Fargo stick from somebody's hands and sent it over the glass out of play.
And now coming back is J.P. Turner from the locker room.
Well, I thought I saw one of the linesmen saying it should be 22, not 24. Because I don't even think Turner was on the ice. Okay, Chase Patilla and Cole Knuble matching minors and misconducts for roughing. And then Martin Michiak, 2 for interference. So it will be Fargo to the power play for the first time this evening. But they will be without their top scorer in the regular season, as he will be able to rejoin action just after the start of the second period. Youngstown to the Adams Tree Preservation penalty kill. 18 for 24 in the playoffs, 75%, 3 for 3 in this series. Fargo power play, 6 for 22 in the playoffs, which is 27.3%. Fargo in the regular season was 17.3%. That was 14th in the 16-team USHL. Youngstown was 5th at 80.8%. Face-off to the left of Fowler as we prepare to start this Adams Tree Preservation penalty kill. LaChance wins the draw. Williams couldn't get it past Mellenbacher. Loose in the circle. Trying to get it up to the point to Palatichuk was Vietnan. But went past him and all the way down the ice. Palatichuk from behind his own cage to Mellenbacher at the red line. Drop back to Smolin. To Mietnin. To Swanson. Behind him, Palatichuk holds the zone. To Swanson, left half. Swanson. Bottom of the left circle. Now back to Palatichuk at the point. Palatichuk squares up. Gives it to Swanson. Swanson low shot, looking for the tip in the box by Mietnin. And it went wide. Palatichuk keeps it the right point. 40 seconds gone on the Adams Tree Preservation penalty kill. Smolin. To Mietnin. To the point for Palatichuk, his shot wide. Mellenbacher to the rebound. To Mietnin, to Palatichuk. The walk center point. Over to Mietnin, top of the right circle. Pushed by Hunter Bischoff, over to Swanson, left circle. Back to Mietnin, one timer redirected in the slot, and it went wide. Rebound to Mellenbacher, to Swanson. Center point for Mietnin, back to Swanson, top of the right circle. Threw it through the box, maybe looking for the tip there by Smolin. On the right side, it was Palatichuk, down low for Mellenbacher. 40 seconds left on the power play for Fargo, and we have a hand pass on the force. I think the faceoff going to come all the way down as Swanson and Machu need to be separated. Swanson, 5'7", 157. Machu, one of the taller skaters on the ice, 6'4", 189. So quite the height disparity there. But 9 inches between the two.
And the Phantoms have tall defenders in general. As we said, Patilla is 6'2". As Matt said, Machu is 6'4". Funtek is 6'6", and Torrey Pittner is 6 foot even.
Phantoms could put out quite the basketball lineup if they chose. But hockey players are notoriously bad basketball players. As Catalano just punched it forward off the faceoff and down into the Fargo end. Carrying ahead is Plant. Throws it near side for Russell. Up to the point to Gruba. To Plant, top of left circle, little half slapper, side of the cage for Link, tried to center, broken up by Youngstown. 15 seconds left on the power play. Fired back down low by Plant, looking for Link. He's tangled up with Torrey Pittner. 10 seconds left in the power play for Fargo. To Plant, to Gruba, to Plant, top of the circle. Shot blocked by Torrey Pittner as Plant tried to wind and fire Silkins. Around the boards over to Russell. Out of the box comes Martin Mishiak as this is redirected on net and a kick save by Jacob Fowler. Loose puck played out to center as we have a penalty on Fargo behind the play. Cross-checking. Heading to the box is number 21, Gert Silkins.
And that was great work by the Phantom special teams on the penalty kill. What a great block by Torrey Pittner, putting his body on the line. And what a great stick check by Pavel Funtek to knock the puck away.
I don't know if Torrey is going to, get that past the Phantom's nutritionist eating donuts like that in the middle of a game, but, you got to do what you got to do. Youngstown back to the power play. 0 for 1 tonight. And really just did not get set up at all on that first manpower advantage. Face-off will be to the right of Marinoff. Face-off won by Serbone. Strathman hooked down. No penalty, but it passing ahead. Looking for Smolin. Broken up as Strathman was on his wallet. Up to the line, kept by LaChance, floated over to Serbone. Serbone tried to pass it down low, popped up in the air. Glove down by Rossi, spins away from the check of Napier, around to the half wall for Serbone. Tried to trade it off to Rossi, popped to the top of the circle, poked at by the force, and out to center. Gathered in by Serbone, carries back in quickly. Down the right side, Strathman. Around the kick plate, stopped up by Stender. LaChance battling for it as his Whitelaw. Chance got it free. And over to Serbone in the right corner. Up to the point, Strathman couldn't hold the line and retreats to center. Strathman trades it off to Whitelaw. Whitelaw into the zone, down the right side. Whitelaw tried to cut to the net, through the blue paint. Thrown to the wall by Varner as the Phantoms trying to change the power play unit. Strathman down the wall to Serbone. Cross ice feed under the stick of Rossi. Bounce to Whitelaw. His pass broken up by Fargo. Out to center for Mietin, and he'll clear. 40 seconds left here in the power play for Youngstown. Very aggressive PK for Fargo. Don't say that we saw that in games 1 and 2 as Mishiak brought it into the zone. Wilson poked it down the glass and out of play, maybe off of Fargo's stick. We'll see where they decide to drop the puck. 2:30 left in the first, 28 seconds left in the power play. Youngstown acting like the faceoff's coming out to center. But no, the linesman standing to the left dot of Mate Marinoff. So that is where we will drop the puck. Second power play unit now fully out for Youngstown. I believe it'll be Miettinen to take the draw against Mishiak. Face-off warning on Youngstown. Mishiak wins the draw, but it's controlled by the force, and they will send it down the length of the ice. 20 seconds left on the power play. Centrella to Perkins to Mishiak. Has a lane. Shot. Marinoff made the save and holds. As Varner into the blue paint, Centrella there. Draws a crowd, cooler heads prevail.
And that was a good save by Marinov because on Glove's side, he planted that against his chest and then it fell down into his lap. And Marinov was lucky enough to force the face-off on that initial drop from his chest.
Slight bobble there by Marinov, and Varner unable to get to the blue paint in time. 10 seconds left on the power play for Youngstown. Varner to the bench. In favor of Whitelaw. In fact, the Phantom's just going to put out their top line here. LeChance, Mishiak, and Whitelaw to finish off the power play. I think we have Wilson and Centrella on the back end. Smolin to take the draw against Mishiak. Missile one. It had his stick tangled up. Unable to corral it was Wilson. Poked out to center. 4 seconds left in the power play as Whitelaw spins away from Smolin. Link holds the zone. Spins to the bottom of the left circle. Look for the trailer. Broken up by Whitelaw out to center. 2-on-2 developing. Whitelaw across the middle, but offside. 6 feet ahead of the play was Shane LeChance. 1:53 left in the first. Still scoreless. Shots on goal 6-5. Favor of the Phantoms.
And Shane LeChance just getting it too ahead of himself there. We know how good William Whitelaw's speed is when he has an advantage on a breakaway opportunity. Just a little offsides there.
And I think maybe Chancer was expecting Whitelaw to maintain his straight line course there, but when Whitelaw cut across the blue line, there's nothing Chancer could do to try to stay onside. So neutral zone draws Svoboda to take the draw against Fisher. A little bit of a false start there by Betts. As Svoboda wins the draw cleanly to Machu. Machi around the dasher and popped into the blue paint. Svoboda couldn't punch it home. Up to the point. Williams, half slapper, missed the cage. Machu toward the net, redirected by Isagai and went wide. Williams to the rebound. Down the half wall. Played out to center by Fargo. Picked up by Plant. Hauled down by Svoboda at the logo. Nothing called as Palachuk backhands it into the Youngstown zone. Machu behind him to Williams. And backhanded out to center. Picking it up was Napier. A little fan on his pass there, but it did trickle its way over to Stender. Out to center, coming ahead with speed. Fisher chips it past Machu. Williams leaves it for Machu. Slowed down in the corner by Bentz, but Gunty got there first, sent it around the wall. Couldn't find Williams, who's pinning his man to the boards.
2-on-2 developing. Whitelaw across the middle, but offside. 6 feet ahead of the play.
Less than a minute remaining in this first period. We're scoreless. Fisher to man in the circle for the one-timer. That was Benson. It went wide. Rebound kept by Stender. Round to Fisher, right corner. Back up to Napier. Dance past Isagai.
That was Benson. It went
Defenseman below the goal line now. Tangled up with Nick Williams. Svoboda coming in to help support, as is Harper Bentz. Passing off to the bench was Jake Fisher. Coming on, JP Turner. Player under the left corner, Stender pinching on the play, centering feed, hit a stick and bounced over to Miles Gunty. Miles skates it ahead and just slowly slides it into the Fargo zone. No icing there as it's picked up by Turner. Sent ahead, redirected into the Youngstown end by Stender. He'll hustle off for the change. Funtek around to the corner. Swanson, his centering feed broken up by Strathman. Ahead to Perkins. Now Bischoff. Bischoff trying to force his way into the zone. Great defense there by Bozer. Back toward the line. Funtek Kempt, but his centering feed was cut off. Stretch pass ahead looking for Brett Link. Did not click at the buzzer. And we are through 20 minutes here in Youngstown. Game 3 of the 2023 Cup Final is scoreless. Shots on goal in that first period, 6-5 in favor of the Youngstown Phantoms. Going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we will have the Ascend Youngstown Intermission Report here for you on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Hockey.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
The Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is proud to be the official hotel partner of the Youngstown Phantoms. Located in downtown's historical standby building and fully updated with today's amenities while preserving its historical charm and neoclassical architecture of 1907. Offering modern conveniences such as on-site room service, free Wi-Fi, complimentary business center, and a 24-hour fitness center. Events are also memorable with over 5,000 square feet of meeting space, including our top floor ballroom accented by 13-foot ceilings, Palladian windows, and views from 12 stories up. Conveniently located within walking distance to the Cavelli Center, the Youngstown Foundation Amphitheater, Youngstown State University, Oh Wow Science Center, and Dior Performing Arts Center, the Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms and invites you to be our valued guest.
Have you seen the new power plant? That was us! From industrial to commercial projects, union carpenters use their skills to construct our cities. Like Carpenters Local 171, we are your family, friends, and neighbors, giving back and providing stable jobs that everyone can rely on. We are educated, safe, trained professionals. Join us, become an apprentice, get paid to learn new skills while enjoying benefits. Carpenters Local 171, building the Mahoning Valley for over 130 years. Call 330-746-0551.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Welcome back to Western Reserve Radio's coverage of the Youngstown Phantoms. Now here's the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Cavelli Center for the Ascend Youngstown Intermission Report. At the end of 20 minutes of play, the Youngstown Phantoms and the Fargo Force are scoreless. Shots on goal 6-5 in favor of the Youngstown Phantoms. Yet to see a first period goal through the first 3 games of this 2023 Clark Cup final. Been 0-0 at the end of all of them, and same case here in game 3. No scoring in the first period. Lots of penalties, which has not been indicative of this series so far. 3:41, Brett Link was called for high sticking. Then at 8:24, we had some matching roughing minors. Charlie Russell and Kevin Scott for Fargo. Matt Perkins and Brandon Svoboda for Youngstown. Then 13:46, we had Martin Mishiak called for interference. And then matching roughing minors and misconducts for Chase Patilla and Cole Knubel. So those two will be able to rejoin us. What about 3 minutes into the second period? And then at 15:58, Gerrit Silkens was called for cross-checking. So on the power play, Youngstown 0 for 2, Fargo 0 for 1. Marinoff has stopped 6 out of 6. Jacob Fowler has stopped 5 out of 5. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, Jared will take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Here for you on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Hockey. Looking to buy or sell a home? Team Marzo with Next Home Go 30 Realty can help. As a premier real estate team in the Mahoning Valley, we bring a unique and progressive approach to real estate using top listing technology, unique signage, and best practices in mobile and online marketing. Our customer-centric approach combines the best of technology with years of marketing expertise to provide an exceptional buying or selling experience. Call us today at 330-503-2250 so you can move with Marzo.
Will that be all?
Can I also have the Price is Right scratch-off?
Come on down!
Excuse me?
Come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Play The Price is Right scratch-off from the Ohio Lottery today. Win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas for a chance to win up to $50 million in the Come On Down Challenge. Next in line,
I'll take whatever she's got.
Come on down! Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Veterans. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
Show off your Youngstown pride by sporting the latest in Phantoms gear. Don't know where to get it? Head over to youngstownphantoms.com and click on the Team Shop link for the latest in jerseys, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Let everyone know that you're the biggest Phantoms fan around. And be sure to stop by the Dunkin' Donuts Team Shop next time you're at the Cavelli Center. Head to youngstownphantoms.com and visit the Team Shop today.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @College Hockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Golf in the Mahoning Valley starts at Mill Creek Golf Course. Come out to the 36 beautiful hole design course by Donald Ross, and golf lessons are available by calling the Team Shop at 330-740-7112. Don't forget about family fun nights on Friday and Saturday evenings, a family of 4 with cart for only $25. Or visit the Wick Recreation Area and the lighted Par 3 course. Book your tee time today at 330-740-7112 or online at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio. You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
We now return you to Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Cavelli Center during the Ascend Youngstown Intermission Report. Scoreless here in Game 3 between the Phantoms and the Force. To tell you what else is going on in the sports world, here is Jared Vinecourt.
Thank you, Matt. We'll start with the NHL playoffs tonight. The Dallas Stars are taking on the Golden Knights. First game of that series at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. As we head over to the NBA playoffs, we have the Miami Heat taking on the Boston Celtics at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Heat lead that series 1-0. As we move over to the MLB, Guardians doing great in the Big Apple so far. A 4-0 lead over the Mets. A 3-run homer by Josh Naylor. That's exactly what the Guardians need after losing 2 out of 3 in Chicago against the White Sox. Also, the Pirates are now up 8-1, Matt, over the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 4th. Matt, a big Pirates fan from the Pittsburgh area. Yankees have a 1-0 lead over the Reds in the top of the 6th. Brewers and Rays scoreless after 6. Tigers have a 6-0 lead over the Nationals after 3 innings of play down there in D.C. Cubs have a 4-1 lead over the Phillies in the top of the 3rd. Orioles have a 3-1 lead over the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 3rd. Big AL East matchup there. Braves have an early 1-0 lead over the Mariners at the end of 3 down there in Atlanta. Games that will be played later tonight. The Rockies will take on the Rangers, and the Royals will take on the White Sox. Both those games starting at, Royals and White Sox are starting at 8:10. Rockies and Rangers start at 8:05. Athletics and Astros AL West action will start at 8:10 tonight. Dodgers and Cardinals will start later tonight as well at 8:15 Eastern. Twins are in Anaheim tonight. They'll take on the Angels at 9:38 Eastern. Red Sox are in San Diego tonight. They'll take on the Padres at 9:40 Eastern. And the Marlins will take on the Giants down there in San Francisco at 10:15 Eastern. That is the out-of-town scoreboard. I want to give a shout-out to our DJ here tonight in the Cavelli Center, EV, doing a great job pre-game and during intermission here with the music. Love to see it, Matt.
Having a great time here at Game 3 so far, looking for the icebreaker. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. We'll wrap up this first edition of the Ascend Youngstown Intermission Report when we come back. Second period action between the Phantoms and Force here for you on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Hockey.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
The Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is proud to be the official hotel partner of the Youngstown Phantoms. Located in downtown's historical standby building and fully updated with today's amenities while preserving its historical charm and neoclassical architecture of 1907. Offering modern conveniences such as on-site room service, free Wi-Fi, complimentary business center, and a 24-hour fitness center. Events are also memorable with over 5,000 square feet of meeting space, including our top floor ballroom accented by 13-foot ceilings, Palladian windows, and views from 12 stories up. Conveniently located within walking distance to the Cavelli Center, the Youngstown Foundation Amphitheater, Youngstown State University, Wow Science Center, and Dior Performing Arts Center, the Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms and invites you to be our valued guest.
Have you seen the new power plant? That was us. From industrial to commercial projects, union carpenters use their skills to construct our cities. Like Carpenters Local 171, we are your family, friends, and neighbors, giving back and providing stable jobs that everyone can rely on. We are educated, safe, trained professionals. Join us, become an apprentice, get paid to learn new skills while enjoying benefits. Carpenters Local 171, building the Mahoning Valley for over 130 years. Call 330-746-0551.
Veterans, the Mahoning County Veteran Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veteran Service Commission, serving those who have served.
Will that be all?
Can I also have the Price is Right scratch off?
Come on down!
Excuse me?
Come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Play the Price is Right scratch off from the Ohio Lottery today. Win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas for a chance to win up to $50 million in the Come On Down Challenge. Next in line,
I'll take whatever she's got.
Come on down! Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand score! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Golf in the Mahoning Valley starts at Mill Creek Golf Course. Come out to the 36 beautiful hole design course by Donald Ross, and golf lessons are available by calling the team shop at 330-740-7112. Don't forget about family fun nights on Friday and Saturday evenings, a family of 4 with cart for only $25. Or visit the Wick Recreation Area and the lighted Par 3 course. Book your tee time today at 330-740-7112 or online at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms, on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
We now return you to Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Gavelli Center for the start of the second period. Phantoms in force are scoreless. Shots on goal in that first period, 6-5 in favor of Youngstown. Phantoms will attack left to right as you are watching on Flow Hockey. Phantoms in the white jerseys, purple breezers, white and purple socks, purple lettering with the orange trim. Fargo wearing the black shirts, white letters and numbers, maybe a little bit of navy trim. Mate Marinov rocking the powder blue on the edge of the pads and the trapper. Jacob Fowler, all white, purple and orange on the pads. Referees have blown the whistle. I think we're ready for play. Looks like it'll be J.P. Turner take the face-off against Martin Mishiak here to start the second period. Roll for initiative. Second period is underway. Turner wins it back below his own goal line. Marinov plays it around the right side. Whacked at by Link. Couldn't get it past Mishiak. Second effort. Poked in the corner by Whitelock. Couldn't get it all the way down. Palatichuk off the window out to center. Strathman to Williams. To Whitelaw to Mishiak. Mishiak shot blocked. Nicely into the corner by Gruba. Gruba had it poked away from him for a moment by LaChance, but picking that up is Link, brings it far side, off the dasher, out to center. Rolling puck, knocked down by Strathman. Starts to bring it back ahead, got past Link to Whitelaw, got past the check, catches up to it in the corner. In front, Mishiak whacks at it, couple of saves, puck is loose. Marinov covers as Whitelaw gets jumped on by Turner, who rips his helmet off. I think referee Andrew Rasky is going to take both of them.
And I think we'll be matching roughing minors for Turner and Whitelaw.
Covelli Center crowd voicing their displeasure with the call. I think Whitelaw, maybe something wrong with his helmet. Skates over to the bench to have it examined by equipment manager Steven Smith.
And that was a great job by Whitelaw to get around the forced defenseman and throw that cross-ice pass for a great shooting opportunity from Mishiak. Just not able to put it home.
Yeah, great look in front for the missile. But Marinov, second-team all-league goalie for a reason. 21-4 in the regular season for a reason. As now Whitelaw's bucket is back together. And we're going to skate 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. We are 44 seconds into the second period, which is presented by CSL Plasma. Serbone wins the draw. Centrella pokes it into the corner. Shovels it behind the net for Isagai, being watched by Napier. Isagai ripped down, and Napier has the puck. Slipped over to Stender. Now ahead for Silkins. Over to Stender. Forced wide by Centrella. Pops into the slot. Isagai chipped it to the line, and unable to hold that line was Napier. He'll retreat to his own end. Sweeps away from Serbone out to center to Stender. Stolen by Isagai. Kenta to the red line. Leaned on a little, able to get the puck to Serbone. Serbone trying to cut in front. Poked off his stick by Napier. And as the puck slid into the blue paint, Marinov will cover it up. 35 seconds gone in the 4-on-4.
That was a great route by Serbone. Faking out the Fargo defense, thinking he was going to go around the goal, but cut in just so sharply there and almost got one on net there.
They actually gave Serbone a shot on net for that. That puck was not on a line to go into the cage if Marinov had not been there. But shots on goal read 8-5 in favor of Youngstown. Face off to the right of Marinov. Smolin to take the draw against Svoboda. Still loose in the circle. Mellenbacher prized it free. Got it to Palatichuk. Chipped ahead looking for Mellenbacher. Hit the back of Strathman. Rolled in the right wing corner. Mellenbacher lost his footing. Strathman carries the puck ahead. Williams chipped it to the right wing corner of the Fargo zone. Trickles behind the cage. Shoveled around by Scott. Couldn't get it through Perkins. It's loose in front. Up to Williams. Toe drag shot. Redirected wide of the cage. Scott's the rebound in the corner. Up to the point. Kept by Strathman. Over to Perkins between the circles. Throws it to open ice. Swoboda skates into it. Picking it up. Williams. Over to Strathman. Steps in. Ripped it just past the top corner. Strathman had net to work with there. As it's chipped down the ice by Fargo. Strathman trying to buy an icing call. Linesman not having it. Strathman pass ahead was looking for Williams. Broken up by Fargo. Into the zone for Link. Couldn't dance his way past Williams. It rolls just wide of the cage. Fowler bumps it to the left wing corner to Serbone. 20 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Serbone through the check of Swanson. Over to Strathman. Back to Serbone. He tried to lift it to the top shelf and instead lifted it to the meshing. Great give and go there by Serbone. And they're going to bring the faceoff out to center as they're going to say the shot was not contacted. And, of course, Serbone did not hit the post. But great look there by Andon, who smacks the boards with his stick. Thinks he should have had a goal there.
As you said, Matt, a great give and go. A great pass from Strathman. And Serbone just used a little too much muscle power there and hit the netting.
I wonder if the puck maybe rolled on him at the last second and he just got too far underneath it. Quick look at the replay. Didn't appear to be the case, but Bones had a lot of room to work with upstairs there. As neutrals on faceoff, won cleanly by Mishiak. Centrella to LeChance. Denied the line now to Mishiak. Now Centrella into the zone. Down the left side toward the cage. Sweet poking at it was LeChance, but it'll bounce to Link and out of the box come the force and Will Whitelaw. In fact, that was JP Turner and Will Whitelaw. Napier around the corner to Russell on the left side. Up to the point for a shot. Fowler made the save, rebounds loose, he'll cover.
Good cover there by Fowler. One of the Force players lost their glove there on the play.
I think it was Charlie Russell right at the edge of the blue paint. Shot from the left point there, I believe came from Bryson Bozer, young man out of Minot, North Dakota, committed to Miami. So he'll be spending a lot of time in Ohio in the near future. 16:59 left in the second. Of course, Oxford, Ohio, solid 3.5, 4-hour drive from here. Almost in Indiana. Face off to the right of Fowler. One cleanly by Turner, but couldn't find a teammate. Skating into it is Bischoff, chipped it into the Fargo zone, but then knocked off his line. Well, just wide of the cage, Marinoff played it over to the near wall. Russell to Palatichuk to Turner. Behind him to Gruba, 3-on-2 developing. Catalano hustling to get back in the play. Russell down the right side, couldn't dance around Funtek as the puck rolls into the corner. Sharp angle shot from Mangini wide of the cage. Rebound to the left point. Wagnellos Palatichuk, his shot also wide of the net. Bounced off a stanchion, came to Funtek in the circle, but he couldn't clear. Machu left it down low for Turner. He got tripped. Maybe the ref thought he tripped on the back of the net. Gunty battling for it against Turner in the corner. Puck still tangled up in the corners. We tick toward 4 minutes gone in this second period, still scoreless. Mangini tried to drop it back for Russell. And it bounced back to Mangini. Roll below the goal line. Funtek tangled up with Bentz. Squirts free of the scrum. Fargo around the cage to the far side. Fisher looking over for Bozer. He holds the line at the left point. Cycles down low, swept toward the cage, blocked by Youngstown. That's Machu. He'll get it to Funtek. Pavel to the red line and fires it into the Fargo zone. Marinoff couldn't handle that. Hot dumping. Almost bounced back in front, but able to regather. Fargo plays it back out to centers. They batter in the officials' crease. Swept into the Youngstown zone by Plant. Fowler. Up the wall to LeChance. And out to Whitelaw. Whitelaw with a lane. Backhander kicked out by Marinoff. Don't know if that one was on net or not. Mishiak starts the cycle. Too far ahead of LeChance. Napier got there first. So he carries to the left corner. Pitchforked it up the wall. Gathered in by Fisher. Kept at the line by Youngstown for a moment. Napier spins away from Whitelaw in the left corner. Now throws it out to center for Fisher, who from the red line redirects it into the Youngstown zone. Strathman picks it up in the right circle. Looks for a target. Finds Mishiak. Missile down the left side. Sharp angle shot. Stick save by Marinoff. Rebound in the left corner. Stender trying to get away from Whitelaw. Brings it near side. Will took the puck away from him for a moment, but Mietten able to cover up and get it out to center. Battle in front of the Youngstown bench. Mishiak got it free to Whitelaw. Tried to give it back. Mishiak chipped it past his man. Mishiak backhander well wide of the cage. Didn't have an angle there. Williams kept the play alive in front. Whitelaw tried to stuff it. Tap Marinoff shut him off. Whitelaw maybe thinking about the lacrosse goal there. Instead shoveled it in front off of Perkins to Centrella. Right half wall. Mishiak shot. Blocked by Stender. Rebound back to Mishiak. Gathered in by Stender. Chipped it toward the point. And Youngstown unable to hold. Centrella chips it back in. Perkins will touch up. Youngstown can now get in on the forecheck as they complete their line change. 6 minutes gone in this second period. Still scoreless. Youngstown out shooting Fargo 7-1 here in the second period. Redirected into the zone by Link. Comes around to the right side. Spinning off the check was Mellenbacher. Trying to work his way past Svoboda. Couldn't do it. Puck to Perkins. Pass ahead. Blocked. Fowler out of his crease. Shovels it to the line. Swanson held. Fed down low for Link. Trying to center for Turner. Knocked away by Youngstown. Bounces over to Williams. Off the dasher. Held at the line by Palatichuk. Just barely as Palatichuk got sent into the linesman. Phantoms sweep it around the boards. Turner holds. Back to Gruba. Gruba shot wide of the cage. Was trying to look for Turner and the redirect. Now it's Turner behind the net. Being watched by Centrella. Comes near side. Backhanded behind the net. Getting there first was Nick Williams. Played away from Link. Up the near wall. Varner touched it behind him. Phantoms got it to Swoboda and out to center. Polachuk send it back toward the line. It's Swanson down the right side. Cuts to the middle, trades off with Turner. Over to Polachuk, threw it through the low slot. Nobody there to touch it for Fargo. Loose in the corner, Varner sweeps it up to his man and found Isagai. Kenta ahead for Serbone. In the zone 1-on-3, Kenta joins the play now. Serbone, fanned on the sharp angle shot as he battles with Scott in the left corner. Kenta in, being leaned on by Gruba. Mangini in there looking for the puck. Great flow here in the second period. Machu, fanned on his wraparound pass. Picked up by Smolin and played out to center. Mangini couldn't get past Jack Wilson. Machu got to loose puck but couldn't play it ahead. Carrying it into the zone is Gruba. Dropped it off for Russell. Spins at the half wall. Tried to drop it back to the point but deflected away nicely by Jake Rossi. Bozer tracks it down in his own end. Ahead to Napier, jumped on by Isagai. Kenta to the loose puck to Serbone, couldn't feed it in front. Had Rossi all alone. Bozer round to the near side. Russell gets it as far as center before he's run into by Isagai. The battle in front of the bench. Serbone to the loose puck. Bones to Rossi. Back to Bones. Shot. Marinov made the save. Huge rebound. Nobody in the slot for Youngstown. Fired ahead by Plant, looking for Bentz, who was leaked behind the play. But pass had too much steam on it. Fowler played it to the right wall. Centered by Plant. Touched away by Youngstown. Back to Smolin. Knocked away by the Phantoms. They'll carry. Gunty to Bischoff. Ran into Stender just inside the line. Bish throws it to open ice for Catalano. His twirling shot right on the cage. Sticked away by Marinov. Rebound played to left corner by Fargo. Stender up the wall to Benson. Out to center. To Plant. To Stender. Being watched by Futek. Drop back behind him. Loose in the slot. Swept toward the cage and sticks the corner by Fowler. That was Bentz sweeping that final shot on net. Carried ahead by Strathman. Denied the zone exit. Then almost turned it over. Bailed out by his defensive partner and played back out to center. Fargo dumps it right back in. Fowler, a little trouble within his skates, but able to set it up for Futek. As 9 minutes are gone in this second period, we still owe you the first media timeout. Redirected into the Fargo zone by Bischoff. Youngstown off for the change. Marinov. Little bobble behind the cage, but able to play it to Gruba in the left corner. Snapped ahead to Silkins. Off a body and out to center. Bouncing puck there. Skated into by Shane LeChance. Great defense there by Mietnin to get it away from the Phantoms captain. Played back ahead by Centrella to LeChance. Now cross ice feed to Williams. Nick into the zone down the left side. Shot. Marinov glove save, and he will hold. As Whitelaw cross-check to the ice and then punches the feet out from Gruba. Whitelaw's got to be careful. He's going to end up back in the box. We are going to have our first media timeout. 10:32 left in the second period, still scoreless. You're listening to Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Sports. Looking to buy or sell a home? Team Marzo with Next Home Go 30 Realty can help. As a premier real estate team in the Mahoning Valley, we bring a unique and progressive approach to real estate using top listing technology, unique signage, and best practices in mobile and online marketing. Our customer-centric approach combines the best of technology with years of marketing expertise to provide an exceptional buying or selling experience. Call us today at 330-503-2250 so you can move with Marzo.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
We now return you to Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Gavelli Center. 10:32 left in the second. Still scoreless. Shots on goal 16-8. Favor of Youngstown. It's 10-3 in the period in favor of the Phantoms. Got to give a shout out to former Phantoms ticket executive Samantha Rowland, watching the game back in Erie. Hi, Sam. Miss you. Love you. More pictures of Brielle on Facebook, please. Neutral zone draw upcoming. As they're going to say, the Youngstown defense came down below the top of the circles on the frozen puck.
And speaking of defenseman, Chase Patilla back on the ice after that 10-minute misconduct.
That also means Cole Knuble will rejoin the Fargo lineup. And will beat Knuble to take the draw against Misiak. Knuble wins the draw cleanly to Scott. D to Bozer. Floated ahead off of Swanson, skated into by Patilla. Turns and fires it off the bench. Went into the paraphernalia of Whitelaw. Brought back into the zone by Link, but he couldn't get a shot away as he tried to split two defenders. To Knuble. Floated into the circle for Bozer. Fed in front off of Phantom stick into the far wall. Missing the puck there was Strathman. Keeping it alive was Link, but gave it right to Strathman. Floated ahead. Whitelaw had a step, but the puck bounced on him. Now he'll battle against Bozer and Scott in the corner. Coming in to support is Misiak as Whitelaw hauled down by Bozer. Fans don't like it, but legal call. I think the puck was underneath Whitelaw. And Will Whitelaw's playing some kind of feisty tonight. Somebody's getting a penalty here.
And Whitelaw already has one penalty tonight, trying not to get another one. And he's been roughing up here in this second period by the Fargo Force.
I think that's the fourth time Whitelaw's lost his helmet. Heading over to the box is Brazen Bozer. We'll see if anybody else joins him. Two for roughing, and that may be it. 9:55 left in the second. I think by all rights we should be taking our second media timeout. But since we just had the last one 40 seconds ago, don't know if we will. We may only get one here in the period. Phantoms are setting up like they're going to have a power play. And linesman Patrick Giles is preparing to drop the puck to the right of Marinov.
And for the Phantoms, they'll be on the third power play of the game. So far, 0 for 2 on the power play tonight.
Second power play unit going to start for Youngstown as the top line was on there the shift before. Looks like it'll be Misiak takes the draw against Smolin. Patrick Giles giving some instructions to Misiak. As Youngstown controls the draw, Centrella to Misiak to Patilla. Walks center point. Centrella, top of the left circle. Across looking for Misiak. Pass was broken up by Russell. Played over to the half wall. Varner tried to play it up the wall, but knocked away by Russell, and he'll skate ahead. Russell brought it to the red line. Dropped it back for Napier. Fanned on his clearing attempt, but then able to poke it back out to center. It went to Russell. Backtracking into his own zone, and now sauces it down the length of the ice. 30 seconds gone on the power play already for Youngstown. Patilla to Strathman. Carrying it ahead is Misiak into the zone. Feeds it over to East Guy. Kenta fed it in front for Varner. He chipped it past the cage. What a look there for Justin Varner, as he maybe just had too much speed as he was crashing the cage. Patilla to Strathman. Minute 3 left on the power play. Ahead to Rossi, top power play unit on for Youngstown. Rossi behind him to LaChance. Shane looking for an option. Fires it around the kick play to Sorbonne near side. Bones to Strathman. Try to feed it back down the wall. Pokes away from Knuble. Into the corner, Palatichuk tangled up with Rossi. LaChance comes in to support. LaChance down to a knee, able to play it off the dasher and up to Strathman. Couldn't feed it past Knuble. To open ice looking for Mangini. Lost his footing. Took Whitelaw out, no penalty. Clean play there as Whitelaw carries ahead. Will into the zone. To Rossi. Link lost his stick. Able to regather, hustle back into the zone. Whitelaw up to the point to Strathman. 23 seconds left in the power play. Strathman to Sorbonne. To Strathman. Shot off the bar! Strathman inches from giving Youngstown the 1-0 lead. And the pass goes out to center, and the net's off its moorings. They're going to say Fargo knocked it off. Face-off, I believe, is going to stay in the zone. Andrew Strathman, 2 inches from giving Youngstown the 1-0 lead as Big Ben struck one.
That was such a great shot by Andrew Strathman. Center ice, right by the blue line, and try to go upper 90 over the shoulder of the goaltender for Fargo and not able to get the job done. Phantoms have had 2 good scoring opportunities on this power play. Kenta Iskai using his speed, cutting inside on the backhand pass to Justin Varner, not able to connect either. And Phantoms have 11 seconds left here on this power play.
Knubel to take the draw against Sorbonne to the right of Marinov. Phantoms caught a break there. The net came off its pegs. The faceoff came back inside. Knubel wins the draw into the corner. Picked up by Stender. Fed around to Link. Off the window and down the ice. And that will do it for the third Phantoms power play of the game. They'll drop to 0 for 3 despite a couple of very nice efforts as Bozer ran into a man coming out of the box. Puck slid back into the Youngstown zone. It's Turner sending it down low. Looking for Bentz. Round to the right half wall, picked up there by LeChance. He'll just fire it out to center. Glove down by Palatichuk, retreats into his own zone, leaned on by Whitelaw. A little fight through that check, but turned it over to Sorbonne. Whitelaw thought about changing, instead went on the attack, but his pass knocked away. Sorbonne still on the ice, able to feed it over to Gunty. Gunty tried to give and go, broken up nicely by Palatichuk. Played to the line, spinorama by Strathman to hold the line. Bischoff tangled up with Gunty and Turner on the left half wall. Bish fought through the check, got hooked down by Gruba. In front, Gunty, shot, Marinov with the save, rebound went to the weak side. Nobody was there for Youngstown. Turner slowly ahead. Dropped behind him for a shot on net by Bentz, blockered away by Fowler. Gunty to the rebound, battling with Zamplant. Rolls into the corner. Poked over to Chase Patilla, backhanded up the wall looking for Bischoff. Scott leans on him, but able to poke it out to center. Sent back toward the Fargo line. They'll battle for it. That was Wilson. Fargo able to force it down the right wall. One hand on his stick, Patilla brings it to the Fargo line and fires it in the zone. Bowls over Kevin Scott as the defensive partner, Bozer, picks it up behind the goal, sends it back to Scott in the left wing corner. Fired ahead off of Miettinen and out to center for Mellenbacher. Chipped off of his stick by Svoboda. Now sent near side for Bozer. Took a shot from Varner as he played it into the Youngstown zone. Fowler set it up for Wilson, played by Perkins. Now back to Wilson. Jack flying ahead to Machu. Couldn't get a shot away. Great stick on puck there by Shaspy. Now it's Miettinen with the carry ahead. Played toward the line. Mellenbacher couldn't take it. Loose at center. Swoboda chipped it past his man, but Shaspy hacking and whacking. Varner feeds it down low for Perkins. Fanned on the one-timer, at least mostly. He did get it toward the net, but a bouncing puck there went wide of the cage. Stender to the rebound. Ahead was looking for McGeeney. They're going to say no icing there. No, it didn't seem like anybody got a touch at center to me. Fed ahead to Rossi at the Fargo line. Backed his way into the zone. Couldn't work his way past Smolin. Played back out to center looking for Russell. Russell behind him to Smolin. Has a lane, got the shot away. Fowler made the save. Rebound, side of the cage. Smolin up to the point for Gruba. D to Palatichuk. Dance past Raji. Palatichuk in the circle. Shot blocked in front. Never got through to Fowler. Rebound to Russell. He'll cycle down low to Mangini. Around the wall to Palatichuk. He couldn't hold. 2-on-1 developing for Youngstown. Sorbonne has Rossi. Sorbonne to Rossi. Shot. Marinov got across as Sorbonne. The pass was broken up a little bit by the Fargo defense. Could not get over to Rossi for the one-timer. Poked back into the zone nicely by diving Torrey Pittner. Sorbonne tried the centering feed, blocked by Palatichuk. Isagai came in to support, but Fargo comes out of the corner with the puck. Palatichuk knows there's a forechecker somewhere. It was Will Whitelaw. Couldn't quite find him as he gets the puck to Scott in front of the benches through the neutral zone and gets it into the Youngstown end. Fowler sets it up for Williams. Off the dasher, out to center. LeChance absorbs the check as he sends it over to Centrella. Trails into the zone down the right side. Being watched by Bozer. Fed it in front, broken up by Knubel. Centrella and Bozer both go into the boards hard. 3-on-4, back the other way. Link down the right side. Centering pass broken up by LeChance. Fed back out to center, but losing his footing was Centrella as it rolls to Bozer. Ahead to the line, redirected in by Swanson. Williams trying to get it to Whitelaw, who had Link draped all over him. Probably could have been an interference call, but now it's Swanson into the zone. Shot, ripped it well wide of the cage. Knubel to the right side. Trying to cut toward the middle, danced away from Whitelaw. Mishiak got the puck away from him and got the clear. One hand on his stick, got it to Whitelaw. Will with a step. Will in on goal, and the shot got lifted up over the cage. Whitelaw looking for a penalty on the play, but nothing coming as Stender plays it out to center for Swanson. This top line of the Phantoms just giving Fargo all kinds of fits as Patilla forced to send it up the near wall. I think that's Gunty in on the play. Back to the line, held by Poladichuk. Over to Gruber, right circle, shot, Fowler, save, rebound, swept to the corner. Poladichuk up to the corner, for Gruber. That shot redirected in, and that is kicked out by Jacob Fowler. Now one thrown toward the cage, trickle it away. Turner got it on net, Fowler with the cover, and there's the whistle. Fowler lost his balance. Dangerous moment there for the Phantoms with 3:14 left in the second. We are not going to have a second media timeout here in this second period.
And what great concentration by Fowler. The kick save, able to follow the puck and land on top of it in the blue paint to force the faceoff.
They just hit the buzzer for the media timeout, and the referees are saying, no, we're going to keep playing. Andrew Rasky trying to tell the team, hey, there's no timeout here. Get back out on the ice. All right, looks like fourth line for Youngstown, second line for Fargo. Miettinen to take the draw against Catalano. Youngstown with control. Williams to Gunty. Chipped ahead for Bischoff. Into the zone. Took a bump from Scott as the puck rolls in the corner. Bozer there. Tried to send it up the wall. Poked away by Bischoff. And it's going to roll to Mellenbacher. Reverses the field and finds Silkins. From the red line. Chips it into the zone. Oh, they're going to say icing there. I thought Silkins had the red line.
And that was a quick icing whistle.
Not only did I thought Silkins had the red line, I thought he won the race to the puck. All right. Hybrid icing is interesting sometimes. 2:54 left in the second. Second period presented by CSL Plasma. Face off to the left of Marinoff. Miettinen to take the draw against Svoboda. Miettinen with the clean face-off win. Bozer brings it over the wall, off the window, down the ice. Patilla picks up just inside his own line, fires it ahead off of Varner, but I think it redirected into the Youngstown bench. 2:46 left in the second. Shots on goal, 18-13 in favor of Youngstown. It's 12 in the period for Youngstown, 8 for Fargo.
And the Phantoms are winning this period. They're putting Fargo on their heels. They just got to finish here and get one behind the net.
Fans have had a couple of great looks here in this period. Just unable to solve Mate Mironov as of yet. Still loose on the dot. Smolin bumps it back to Stender. D over to Napier. Sweeps it past Perkins and out to center. Unable to find it was Bentz as it'll bounce to Strathman. To Svoboda to Perkins. Ahead to Varner. Chips it past Stender but couldn't catch up to it. Svoboda got to it first in the corner. Napier able to play it over to Smolin, and it comes out to center. Skating ahead is Russell. Over to Bentz, chipped into the right wing corner. Strathman there first. Pass ahead went out to center all the way down the ice. Don't know if it will go for icing. Yes, it will. Great acting job there by Leo Gruba to draw the icing whistle. 2:14 left in the second. Face-off will be to the left of Jacob Fowler. Svoboda to take the draw against Knubel. Svoboda wins the draw, but Link pried it away from the fans, touched to the point for Gruba. His shot hit Patilla in front, bounced past the cage. Swanson to the rebound. Bumped by Patilla as he played it into the corner. Up front for Gruba, one-timer, just missed the cage. Fowler never saw it. Bumped out to center by Varner. This one might go for icing. Gruba again skating through quicksand, drawing the icing whistle. 1:54 left in the second. So Varner Svoboda have to stay on the ice. The third fan should be Matt Perkins. I believe that is there. Standing right next to Patilla. 1:54 left in the second. Face-off warning on Youngstown. As the Phantoms control the draw, they get it over the wall, shoveled off the dasher, out to center at least. Probably not far enough for a change as Gruba gets over to Swanson, chipped in the left wing corner. Patilla whacks it around to Williams. To the half wall, where Gruba pinched in on Perkins. In front, one-timer! Fowler makes the save on Cole Knuble. As a crowd gathers in the blue paint. One of the best looks of the night for the Fargo Force.
That was a great job by Fowler, concentrating and following that puck and able to make the save on Knuble.
Youngstown able to get a much-needed line change. Face-off will be to the left of Fowler one more time. Fargo going to go for the line change too. Miettinen to take the draw. I think against Serbone. It was Serbone who got the win. Phantoms whack up the wall but couldn't clear. Mellenbacher trying to step in on net, rolls off his twig. Serbone forced it behind the cage. Williams tangled up with a man, Serbone. And will pitchfork it out of the corner around O'Razi. Jake behind him to Isagai and out to center. Played ahead to Centrella. Into the zone, floats to the left side, chips into the left wing corner. Kenta got inside of Stender, who just pins him to the boards. Pinning his man to the boards is Silkins. Fargo able to get the puck free. Napier ahead to Miettinen, crisscrosses with Mellenbacher. The puck slides into the zone. Funtek got there first. Bouncing puck in on net. Fowler's going to cover as Pavel Funtek. Little bobble there as we go past the 1 minute remaining mark of this second period.
Yeah, as you said, Matt, Funtek not able to corral that. Fowler doing a good job backing up his teammate right there and forcing the face-off.
Face-off up coming to the left of Fowler. Again, 57.8 left. Ascend Youngstown intermission report just around the corner. Face off to the left of Fowler. Smolin to take the draw against Misiak. Misiak wins the draw cleanly in the corner. Strathman, one hand on his stick, gets it to Patilla. To Whitelaw, tried to touch over the chance, gave it right back. Battling with Bozer, couldn't bring it into the zone cleanly. LeChance picks up in front of his bench and backhands it into the Fargo end. Marinoff sets it up behind the cage, slides it over to Bozer in the right corner. Floated ahead to the line, Mangini, open ice, far side for Scott. From the red line, chips it into the right wing corner, comes around the kick, played over to the left side. Mangini cycled it back around. Phantoms are going to get there first. Strathman, however, absorbed the reverse hit from Smolin. Couldn't clear the puck. Now Patilla from behind the cage sends it around to Misiak, who chips out to center, found the chance. Shane from the red line, banked it ahead, rolls to the left wing corner. Misiak absorbs the check from Palatichuk. It's double teamed by Russell. Whitelaw comes in to support in the left corner. 8 seconds left in the period. Palatichuk just trying to staple the puck to the kick plate. 3 seconds left in the period. And that will do it for 40 minutes of play here at the Cavelli Center in Game 3 of the 2023 Clark Cup Final. The Phantoms and the Force are scoreless. Shots on goal through 40, 18-14 in favor of the Youngstown Phantoms. Youngstown with 12 shots in the period, Fargo with 9. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we will have the Ascend Youngstown intermission report.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
The Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is proud to be the official hotel partner of the Youngstown Phantoms. Located in downtown's historical standby building and fully updated with today's amenities while preserving its historical charm and neoclassical architecture of 1907. Offering modern conveniences such as on-site room service, free Wi-Fi, complimentary business center, and a 24-hour fitness center. Events are also memorable with over 5,000 square feet of meeting space, including our top floor ballroom accented by 13-foot ceilings, Palladian windows, and views from 12 stories up. Conveniently located within walking distance to the Cavelli Center, the Youngstown Foundation Amphitheater, Youngstown State University, Wow Science Center, and Dior Performing Arts Center, the Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms and invites you to be our valued guest.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Have you seen the new power plant? That was us. From industrial to commercial projects, union carpenters use their skills to construct our cities. Like Carpenters Local 171, we are your family, friends, and neighbors, giving back and providing stable jobs that everyone can rely on. We are educated, safe, trained professionals. Join us, become an apprentice, get paid to learn new skills while enjoying benefits. Carpenters Local 171, building the Mahoning Valley for over 130 years. Call 330-746-0551.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Team Marzo with Next Home Go 30 Realty can help. As a premier real estate team in the Mahoning Valley, we bring a unique and progressive approach to real estate using top listing technology, unique signage, and best practices in mobile and online marketing. Our customer-centric approach combines the best of technology with years of marketing expertise to provide an exceptional buying or selling experience. Call us today at 330-503-2250 so you can move with Marzo.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio. You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Welcome back to Western Reserve Radio's coverage of the Youngstown Phantoms. Now here's the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Cavelli Center for the Ascend Youngstown intermission report. At the end of 40 minutes of play, the Youngstown Phantoms, the Fargo Force, are scoreless. Shots on goal through 40 minutes of play, 18-14 in favor of the Youngstown Phantoms. Youngstown outshoots Fargo 12-9 in that second period. Not as much action on the penalty sheet in that second period. In fact, just 3 penalties. 44 seconds into the second period, J.P. Turner was called for roughing. William Whitelaw got a matching roughing minor. We skated 4-on-4. Not much going on there. At 10:05, Brayson Bozer was called for roughing. Led to a Youngstown power play Phantoms had a couple of great looks. Andrew Strathman rang one off the crossbar. Missed, giving the Phantoms a 1-0 lead by inches. Another great look on that power play for Justin Varner. He had a great look in the first period as well. But still nothing behind Matej Marinoff. Nothing behind Jacob Fowler. Fowler has stopped 14 out of 14. Marinoff has stopped 18 out of 18. Youngstown power play 0 for 3. Fargo power play 0 for 1. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, Jared will take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard for you on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Hockey.
Will that be all?
Can I also have the Price is Right scratch off?
Come on down!
Excuse me?
Come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Play The Price is Right scratch off from the Ohio Lottery today. Win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas for a chance to win up to $50 million in the Come On Down Challenge. Next in line,
I'll take whatever she's got.
Come on down! Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Veterans. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
Show off your Youngstown pride by sporting the latest in Phantoms gear. Don't know where to get it? Head over to youngstownphantoms.com and click on the Team Shop link for the latest in jerseys, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Let everyone know that you're the biggest Phantoms fan around. And be sure to stop by the Dunkin' Donuts Team Shop next time you're at the Cavelli Center. Head to youngstownphantoms.com and visit the Team Shop today.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Have you seen the new power plant? That was us. From industrial to commercial projects, union carpenters use their skills to construct our cities. Like Carpenters Local 171, we are your family, friends, and neighbors, giving back and providing stable jobs that everyone can rely on. We are educated, safe, trained professionals. Join us, become an apprentice, get paid to learn new skills while enjoying benefits. Carpenters Local 171, building the Mahoning Valley for over 130 years. Call 330-746-0551.
The Cavellis, welcome back inside the Cavelli Center. During the Ascend Youngstown intermission report. Scoreless here between the Phantoms and the Force. Tell you what else is going on in the sports world. Here's Jared Vinecourt.
Thank you, Matt. Some updated scores around the sports world. We'll start with the NHL playoffs. The Stars and the Golden Knights scoreless with 10:26 left in the first. As we head to the NBA playoffs, the Miami Heat have an early 24-20 lead over the Celtics with 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Heat lead that series 1-0. Over to MLB, the Guardians still hold their lead 5-3 over the Mets in the top of the seventh. Pirates now clobbering the Diamondbacks up 11-1 in the top of the seventh. Yankees still hold their 3-2 lead over the Reds in the bottom of the eighth. Tigers now out to an 8-3 lead over the Nationals in the bottom of the sixth. Cubs now extending their lead over the Phillies. They're up 8-1 in the top of the sixth. Orioles still in front of the Blue Jays, over the Blue Jays 4-1 after 6 innings of play. Mariners and Braves knotted up at 1 in the top of the 7th. Rockies and Rangers scoreless middle through the 4th inning. White Sox out to the early 2-0 lead over the Royals after the end of 3 innings. Athletics and Astros knotted up at 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Dodgers and Cardinals scoreless in the top of the 3rd down there in St. Louis. Games that will get started later this evening on the West Coast. The Twins will take on the Angels at 9:38 Eastern. The Red Sox will take on the Padres at 9:40 Eastern, and the Marlins will take on the Giants later this evening in San Francisco at 10:15 Eastern. Final in Tampa Bay. The Rays get the 1-0 victory over the Brewers. And that was the out-of-town scoreboard. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you very much, Jared. All right. We're going to wrap up the second edition of the Ascend Youngstown Intermission Report. Phantoms and Force still looking for the icebreaker here at the Gavelli Center. When tied after 2 this postseason, Fargo 2-2-1, Youngstown 3-0-0. In the third period, Youngstown has outscored their opponents 10-5. Fargo has outscored their opponents 10-9. The Anderson Cup champion has won the Clark Cup just 2 of the last 10 years, and only 1 time in the last 20 years has a team that fell behind in the Clark Cup final 2-0 come back to win that Clark Cup final. That was Green Bay in 2010 against this Fargo Force member club. So we're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, third period action between Fargo and Youngstown. Game 3 of the 2023 Clark Cup final. Here for you on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Hockey.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
The Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is proud to be the official hotel partner of the Youngstown Phantoms. Located in downtown's historical standby building and fully updated with today's amenities while preserving its historical charm and neoclassical architecture of 1907. Offering modern conveniences such as on-site room service, free Wi-Fi, complimentary business center, and a 24-hour fitness center. Events are also memorable with over 5,000 square feet of meeting space, including our top floor ballroom accented by 13-foot ceilings, Palladian windows, and views from 12 stories up. Conveniently located within walking distance to the Gavelli Center, the Youngstown Foundation Amphitheater, Youngstown State University, Oh Wow Science Center, and Dior Performing Arts Center, the Doubletree by Hilton Youngstown Downtown is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms and invites you to be our valued guest.
Have you seen the new power plant? That was us. From industrial to commercial projects, union carpenters use their skills to construct our cities. Like Carpenters Local 171, we are your family, friends, and neighbors, giving back and providing stable jobs that everyone can rely on. We are educated, safe, trained professionals. Join us, become an apprentice, get paid to learn new skills while enjoying benefits. Carpenters Local 171, building the Mahoning Valley for over 130 years. Call 330-746-0551.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Team Marzo with Next Home Go 30 Realty can help. As a premier real estate team in the Mahoning Valley, we bring a unique and progressive approach to real estate using top listing technology, unique signage, and best practices in mobile and online marketing. Our customer-centric approach combines the best of technology with years of marketing expertise to provide an exceptional buying or selling experience. Call us today at 330-503-2250 so you can move with Marzo.
Veterans. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
Show off your Youngstown pride by sporting the latest in Phantoms gear. Don't know where to get it? Head over to youngstownphantoms.com and click on the Team Shop link for the latest in jerseys, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Let everyone know that you're the biggest Phantoms fan around. And be sure to stop by the Dunkin' Donuts Team Shop next time you're at the Cavelli Center. Head to youngstownphantoms.com and visit the Team Shop today.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms, on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
We now return you to Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Cavelli Center for the start of the third period. Fargo Force, Youngstown Phantoms scoreless through 40 minutes of play. Best two goalies in the USHL putting on a show here so far this evening. Shots on goal through 40 minutes, 18-14 in favor of the Youngstown Phantoms.
If you're the Phantoms here, Matt, you got to shake it out. Loosen up those tense muscles. Forget about that second period. And go ahead full force here in the third period to get a goal on the board.
Second line going to start for the Phantoms. Serbone going to take the draw against Knuble as we prepare to start the final period of regulation. Roll for initiative. The third period is underway as Serbone wins the draw to Strathman. D to Patilla. Near side for Isagai. Flick toward the cage. Glove saved by Mironov. He'll set it down for Gruba. Sent up the near wall. Off of Isagai and picked up by Knuble. He'll skate it ahead. Back checked away by Rossi and back out to neutral. Paladachuk knocks Rossi off. Serbone, steal, shot, score! Get that cat off my chair! And it's Serbone breaks the ice. 24 seconds into the third period. Youngstown leads 1-0.
And what I say, Matt, you got to go on full force on the ice, and that is exactly what the Phantoms did. And listen to this sellout crowd in the Cavelli Center. 6,000 plus. This place is going nuts. And look at those towels being waved in the air.
Isagai with the pressure, led to the steal. Serbone ripped it past Marinov just like he did for the game winner in Game 2. And Youngstown leads 1-0.
And for Serbone, that is his 5th goal in the postseason.
I think they're going to call it unassisted as the puck comes into the Fargo zone off the faceoff. Mishiak to Whitelaw, couldn't sweep it up to the Williams at the point. Through the legs of Centrella and into the Youngstown end. Centrella hauled down by Mangini. Play continues, kept in by Smolin. Behind the cage, it goes to Mangini. Spins away from Williams again. Tried to feed it in front, looking for Smolin, knocked away. Now a sharp angle shot by Mangini. Answered by Fowler, bounces to Williams. Out to center for LeChance. From the red line ahead to Whitelaw. Tried to feed it to Mishiak. Pass was deflected. Mishiak to Machu. Kept it in. Ripped it wide of the cage. Off the end wall. It bounces to Whitelaw. Fanned on his pass in. Bringing it ahead is Charlie Russell. He'll spin at the red line. Retreat into his own zone. Bobbled the puck for a second. Whitelaw all over him. But able to backhand it back to, I believe that's Napier, as no check that it was Mellenbacher as he threw a nice check there on Swoboda. Played it to Bozer, dropped back for Scott, away from the forecheck of Swoboda. To Mellenbacher behind the cage, he'll carry ahead. Out to center, looking for Silkins. They're going to call icing there. Another interesting icing whistle.
And towards the end of the second period, and so far the beginning of this third period, as you said, Matt, very interesting icing whistles.
So, face-off back in the Fargo zone. Looks like they're going to drop it to the left to Marinov. Who apparently forgot his water bottle to start the third period. I saw it just go sliding out to him. We're 1:41 into the third period. Third period presented by Armstrong. Face-off to the left of Marinov. Catalano to take the draw. Still loose in the circle. Fargo has control. Scott out to center off of Silkins in front of the bench. That puck redirected into the Youngstown bench. So a neutral zone face-off upcoming. Face-off right at center red. Catalano to take the draw against Fisher. Cat wins it cleanly, but way too hard. Went right through the legs of Torrey Pittner. And into the left wing corner. Around the dasher, Bischoff plays it out to center. Picked up by Pilarchuk at the logo. Ahead to Fisher, who'll redirect it into the Youngstown end. Fowler plays it up the near wall. Fanning on the shot from the half was J.P. Turner. Catalano to Isagai. Line held for a moment by Plant, but it bounces to Catalano. Miles Gunty ran into a man and went down as Catalano throws it over the glass and out of play. I think Catalano's saying off of Plant, and I think the referees are going to agree with him. We're going to allow Youngstown the line change. Faceoff looks like it's going to come in the neutral zone. 17:43 left in the third.
And you take the risk, Matt, when you sit right in front of the ice of that puck going over the glass.
Got to keep the head on a swivel, Jared. Feeling froggy, all this pollen in the air here in northeastern Ohio. If you're tuning in back in Fargo, hope you guys don't have the same thing going on. It is miserable down here right now. No, a lot of allergy sufferers are having a hard time. Isagai backhands it into the zone. Marinov sets it up for Gruba. Tries the far wall, got it out to center. Patilla knocked down by Knuble. In his zone comes Swanson, fed it over to Link. Watched by Strathman, he'll pump it around the kick plate. Comes to the left side, Patilla. First one there, tried to club it up the wall. Knuble stopped it for a moment. Patilla shoves him. Still battling forward along the left wall. Pilarchuk pries it free of the scrum. Tried to feed it over to Swanson, broken up by East. Guy Blarchuk held the zone, but could not hold it against Serbone, who will lift it out to center. Bouncing puck at the line, brought in the zone by Rossi. One-on-one, got the shot away. Marinov with the glove, able to make that stop. Ahead to Swanson, redirected into the Youngstown zone. He's off for a change. Link in the left wing corner, watched by Centrella. Played to the line, not out. Russell, spinorama, couldn't get past Centrella. Left the puck at the half wall, picked up by Whitelaw. 3-on-2 for Youngstown if they hustle. Whitelaw into the zone, couldn't feed it over. Pass broken up, rolls over to the wall. Stender tangles with Mishiak. Whitelaw through the blue paint. Nobody there for Youngstown. Picked up by Russell and carried ahead. Tried to bank it for Bentz. It's actually going to come back to Russell, left wing corner now. Watched by LaChance. Russell fed across. Bozer, one-timer, blocked in front. Rebound came back to Bozer, and his shot wide of the cage. Puck down in the left wing corner. Bentz to Smolin. Back to Bentz in the circle. Shot saved by Fowler. Rebound to Bozer. Shot blocked by LaChance. Rebound to the left corner. Whitelaw hustling over after it and lifts it out to center. Knocked down by Scott in the neutral zone. Youngstown quickly to the line change. Played ahead to Bozer. Skate to stick. Rips it into the left wing corner. Comes around the kick plate to the right side. Patilla plays it away from Bentz. Over to Perkins, bump to Varner. He got it out to center. Bouncing puck brought ahead by Svoboda. Over to Varner. Tried to give it back, but blocked by Scott. Nice defense there by Fargo as they bring it back ahead. Mellenbacher into the zone, 2-on-3. To Miettinen, back to Mellenbacher. Centering feed blocked by Patilla behind the cage. Chase with it. Backhanded up the near side. Couldn't clear. Gruba trying to step out in front, came into the blue paint and knocked away by Strathman, picked up by Perkins, skated to the red line, and he'll chip it to the end wall. He got around Miettinen, but couldn't get it to the half wall. They'll battle for it there. Picked up by Fargo, and skating ahead will be Mellenbacher. He'll spin at the red line as his line mates are changing, and he got it to Stender. Into the zone, down the left side. Stender, shot, Fowler, blocker, save. Rebound right back to Stender. Up to the point for Napier. Off of Patilla, who was tangled with Stender. They both went down. Puck came off of Patilla and out to center as Catalano. Thought he played it into the Fargo bench there, but they're going to keep it alive as we are inside the 5-minute mark of the third period. 1-0 Youngstown. Head to the line for Link. Trying to spin around Williams, couldn't do it. Instead, he'll gather it in and send it around the kick plate to the left side. Fowler couldn't stop it. Came to Knoble. Bumped back by Rossi to Serbone now. Williams, then Isagai. Kenta couldn't quite handle the pass as Scott rides him off the puck. Round to the right wing corner. Up the wall to the line, kept by Serbone. Serbone, Isagai, shot. Marinov flashes the leather. Great look for Kenta as we head to our media timeout. 14:05 left in the third period. Youngstown leads 1-0. You're listening to Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Sports.
Veterans. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
We now return you to Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Gavelli Center. 14:05 left in the third. Youngstown leads 1-0.
And on Youngstown's recent scoring opportunity before the break, Kenta and Serbone doing a great job of just passing the puck. 2 peas in a pod there, and it looked like Rossi was trying to set up a screen there on that glove side of Marinov and not able to do it fully, but a great scoring opportunity there for the Phantoms.
Face off to the right of Marinov. Serbone wins it. Isagai along the goal line. Fed it in front. Rossi couldn't get his stick free. Rossi turned, fired, blocked away. I believe that was Gruba. Played it to Mangini, couldn't clear. Isekai poked it toward the cage, punched toward the corner by Marinov. Serbone hauled his man down. Probably should have been a holding penalty there on Youngstown. Over to the right side. Mangini couldn't play it away from Rossi. Tried to bump it to Serbone. Comes back into the corner. Swept up the wall by Stender and got it to Mangini. He'll skate through center. Off of Patilla. Bounces into the zone. Russell to the right circle. Spins at the half. Retreats back toward the point and starts the cycle. Past Smolin behind the cage, but around to Palatichuk. Palatichuk, the defenseman. Around the net to the right side. Into the slot for a shot. Fowler with the pad save. Rebound behind the net. Patilla battling with Smolin in the right corner. Chase poked up the boards to Serbone, who punches it out to center. Not enough steam on this one for icing. Phantoms trying to get a quick line change there. Looked like absolute chaos in front of the bench. Into the zone came Zamplant, knocked away from him by Machu to Whitelaw, till the chance to Mishiak, to Whitelaw, onside, but stripped of the puck. Great defensive work there by Fargo. Of course, I also couldn't swear that Youngstown was onside on the play. Palatichuk. Now out to center for Turner, wrapped into the zone. Fowler around the window, off a man at the top of the circle, kept by Scott as he took out Mishiak. Side of the cage, Machu plays over the wall, a chance, whacks at it, got to Mishiak and Whitelaw. Will couldn't get it past Bozer as he brought it into the zone. Loose at the half wall, Bozer got there first, off the window, out to center. Bouncing puck comes to Jack Wilson. D to Machu. To the line. Youngstown changing behind the play, Mishiak couldn't control it. And it's carried ahead by Stender. Stender into the zone, shot, bounced it wide of the cage. That one was partially blocked by the Phantoms. Out for Mellenbacher, his shot blocked in the slot by Funtek, cleared the line, held by Napier. Shot wide of the cage. Mishiak to the rebound, fired it off the back of Miettinen, but it bounced to Funtek, and now ahead for Varner. JV lost his footing and the puck as a shot by Silkins is answered by the stick of Fowler to the right wing corner. Up to the point. Napier, his shot high over the net. Parkins looking for that puck on the right wall. Popped up in the air. Funtek gloves it legally to Varner, who backhands it out to center as JV takes a crunch from Silkins. Mellenbacher back into the zone. Toe drag shot off the stick of Andrew Centrella and out of play.
And the Phantoms defense tonight is doing a great job of blocking shots, and a great block there from Andrew Centrella. Saw one earlier in the game from Torrey Pittner. We had one from Pavel Funtek moments ago. And it's really hard to get a puck past Pavel Funtek, standing at 6'6".
He's got a long reach and a big body, and he puts it to good use. I think there was a sequence, can't remember if it was this season or last season. Andrew Centrella blocked 4 shots on the same shift. Just a great player out of the Philadelphia area. He's going to go to Providence College as Fargo controls the draw. Swanson, right to the right side, played away nicely by Strathman, found Isekai. Kenta's going to lift it out to center. Glove down by Gruba, bounced off of Serbone and over to Isekai. Kenta with a step, but poked away from him nicely by Palatichuk. Up the wall to Link. Did that go into the Fargo bench? No, it did not. Play still alive. Palatichuk to Swanson. Couldn't get past Strathman, cleared the line, Swanson held. Swanson along the blue line to Palatichuk, inside edge of the circle, played over to the wall. Swept back into the corner, played by Patilla, off the window and down the ice. Not going to make the icing line as Gruba plays it in his own zone, carries behind the cage, banks it off the end wall to Palatichuk. Trying to get away from Bischoff, floated it out to center. Found Knuble, great back check by Hunter Bischoff, got the puck away. Centrella to Williams and to open ice. Bischoff tried to sweep it into the Fargo zone, but he was challenged by Swanson. Now into the zone, it's Gunty. Bouncing puck, Catalano. Biden, Bischoff, one-timer. Marinov with the save, puck was loose. Phantoms had it for a moment, but it's going to bounce to Russell. Played over far side to Smolin, to the red line, and backhands it in the left wing corner. Fowler plays it around the kick plate. Bounces off a man, goes to Catalano, 2-on-1, 3-on-1 developing. Catalano down the left side. Catalano, shot, missed the cage, and bounced out of play. Great defense there by Fargo to deny the cross-ice pass, and we will have our final media timeout of regulation. 10 minutes exactly left in the third. Youngstown leads 1-0. You're listening to Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Sports. with the save again. As Chase Patilla just absolutely crunched from the corner by the right half wall. Chase Patilla put him right down on his wall. Shot on net, they score!
Let's go.
Montreal swept the backhander toward the cage. Montez got a piece of it. Fowler had it in his paraphernalia. He swept out of the cage. Nobody in the net. Fowler dives back and makes the save. Brings it up high. Great place for Patilla. Patilla will open ice. Find a shot. He scores! Sayonara, arrivederci, adios, auf Wiedersehen, and aloha. All mean goodbye. Chase Patilla walks it off for the Phantoms. Back inside the Cavelli Center. 10 minutes exactly left in regulation. Youngstown with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Vanden Sorbonne. Face off to the right of Mironov. Mishiak to take the draw for Youngstown. He'll win that draw. LeChance fed it toward the cage, went behind the net, bounced to the right corner, picked up by Stender. Fed over to Napier, left side. Off the boards, out to center, redirected into the zone by Silkins. Skating into it, Strathman turns and tried to fire it back up the wall, hit off of LeChance, bounce off of Mishiak, went to Napier, shot, blocked by Chase Patilla into the meshing. Face-off will stay in the Youngstown zone. Shots on goal are 23-19. I think that's 5 in the period for Youngstown. Maybe 3, maybe 5 for Fargo. 5 for Fargo. Final answer. Face off to the left of Fowler. Knuble to take the draw against Sorbonne. False start there on both sides. Sorbonne wins it cleanly in the corner. Strathman, fake left, went right, off the window, down the ice. This is going to be icing on the Youngstown Phantoms. Had a lot of flow so far in this game, not a whole lot of whistles. This may be the closest together we've seen a grouping of whistles here so far tonight.
Yeah, we only had one media timeout in the second period, and most stoppage we've had so far in this game.
Here it's Fargo winning the draw. Shot by Stender, blocked in the circle by Sorbonne, played to the wall. Knuble picks it up, but he's knocked off the puck as it rolls to Patilla. Played around over to Strathman. From the half wall, can't get it past Swanson, so he'll retreat. Plays it over to Patilla, couldn't take the pass, sent up the wall. Knuble kept it alive. Bouncing puck around the dasher to Swanson, tried to feed it in front, blocked off by Strathman. Played to the end wall by Patilla. Rolls into the corner for Strathman, takes a bump from Link. Now it's Sorbonne looking for an option, played it past Patilla. Over to Gruba, pinching in for Fargo, back to the point for Knuble. Point to point over to Palachuk. Into the slot, off of Link, bouncing puck. Played ahead by Sorbonne. Gonna turn on the Jets and try to get past Palachuk. No icing here. As Sorbonne taken hard to the boards. Coming in to get that loose puck. Perkins. Varner. Into the corner for Perkins. Perkins around the cage. Tried to turn and fire. Great defense there by Turner. Sent it behind the net. Picked up there by Gruba. Over to Palachuk. Plays away from Perkins. Skates through Varner. Nice little subtle pick there set by Gruba. And now out to center for Knuble from the red line. He'll fire it into the Youngstown zone and go off for a change. Centrella, left corner, knocked off the puck by Turner. Plant tried to center. Broken up by Perkins. Played to Varner. JV to the neutral zone. Youngstown can't maintain possession in the zone as they're changing. Forced back into the Youngstown end by Fisher. But he'll tangle with Machu. Wilson plays it around the boards. LeChance can't clear. Kept nicely by Scott. Played left point for Bozer. Bozer, shot, missed the cage. Plant looking for the rebound. He'll tangle with Svoboda. And Bo's just going to lift it out to center. Trying to skate into it was Whitelaw, but Bozer got there first. Carried it ahead, redirected into the zone by Turner before I go off for the change. 7:30 left in the third. 1-0 Youngstown here in Game 3 of the 2023 Clark Cup Final. Phantoms lead the best-of-5 series 2-0. Wilson being watched by Smolin. Ahead to the red line. Bumped into the zone by LaChance. Youngstown off for the change. Marinoff sets it up behind the cage for Stender. Out to center, was looking for Russell. Phantom got there first. That was Patilla and played it back into the Fargo end. Now back out to center for Russell. To open ice and Smolin into the zone. Trying to split 4, couldn't do it. Reed-gathered shot blocked by Mishiak. Side of the net, Smolin just threw it off the side of the net. It's going to bounce out to center. Bischoff skating into it. Absolutely just holding his man behind the play was Russell as the shot by Bischoff on the 2-on-1 answered by Marinoff. Man slow to his feet in the corner. Charlie Russell skates it ahead, brings it to the Youngstown line, chips it to the end wall, goes off for a change. Bentz tangled with Strathman, but Patilla got to the puck, played to the line. Bischoff gets it to Catalano. Cat to the red line, has Gunty with him. Gunty tried to give it back. Pass broken up by Palatichuk and cleared out to neutral. Centrella skated into it, fanned on his pass, jumped on by Silkins as it rolls into the left corner. Williams covers up for his partner, plays it around the kick plate to Catalano. Shoveled up the wall to Isagai. Kept at the line by Napier, played back into the corner. Centrella, first one there. Faked right, went left. Williams backhanded it up the wall. Gunty bumped it to the blue line. Unable to hold that line was Mellenbacher, but Isagai couldn't chip it past him to go on the break. Gruba to Palatichuk. Pass didn't click. It'll go to Isagai. Kenta ahead for Serbone. Back to Isagai. Shot! Missed the cage. Serbone to Machu. D to D. Jack Wilson near side. Down to the half. Took a shot. Blocked. Into the meshing. 5:29 left in the third period. Youngstown leads 1-0.
And that was a good look there by Kenta Isagai after that initial shot he took, trying to set up the screen on Marinoff, but not able to get back behind the net.
And before we get to the desperate moments here for Fargo, I know my wife is watching at home. I know my dad's tuning in. Hello, everybody. Love you both. And hello to Dave Ferris's family as well, tuning in up in Hubbard. Face-off to the right of Marinoff. Controlled by Fargo. Bozer around the cage to the far side to Swanson. Snapped out to center for Knubel. Into the zone over to Link. Down the left side. He'll tangle with Perkins. Swept up to the point. Bozer stepping in. Fed over to Scott. Scott shot to the belly of Jacob Fowler, and he will hold.
That was a great job by Jacob Fowler to force that face-off. So much traffic in front of him. We're able to keep sight of the puck.
Face-off will be to the left of Jacob Fowler. Youngstown to the line change. Fargo going to leave the top line out. Mishiak will take the draw against Knubel. Fargo won the draw. Napier behind the cage to Link, bumped it to Knubel. Bodied up hard by Mishiak. Knubel pried it free, got it to Link. Up to the point to Stender, couldn't hold the zone. Played back in. Fowler unable to handle it cleanly, but Fargo had to touch up, so wasn't under any pressure. Mishiak out to center, was looking for Whitelaw, but this will go. No, they're going to wave off icing. Stender dances and sweeps it past Whitelaw. Comes to the left half wall. LaChance tried to go around his man, but Fargo able to play it to the line. Strathman couldn't get it down low. Stopped up by Knubel. Played over to Napier, being watched by Catalano as Fargo's going for the line change. Out to center for Fisher. 4.5 left in the third period. Youngstown leads 1-0. Strathman up the near wall to Bischoff. Bish gloves it down. Got it to the line. Fisher held. Turner. Round to the left side. Patilla Throws the reverse hit, can't get it past Zamplant. Pittsburgh Penguins draft pick. Still loose at the half wall, comes up to the point. Palatichuk, center point, shot blocked by Bischoff. Knocked down in the circle by Strathman, couldn't play it away. Patilla, he's just gonna ice the puck. 3:42 left in the third. We'll see if Fargo chooses to use their timeout or bring Marinov to the bench. Right now, Marinov not even looking at Nick Oliver. Timeout Youngstown will take it with them. 3:42 left in the third. 1-0 Phantoms. You're listening to Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on West Reserve Radio and Flow Sports.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
We now return you to Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Covelli Center. 222 seconds, or 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in this third period. 1-0 Youngstown on the goal by Andon Sorbonne. Youngstown just iced the puck. They called a timeout. Mate Marinov is still in the cage.
And this Covelli Center crowd on their feet.
The towels are twirling. The wave was going a couple minutes ago.
It is loud. The fans here at the Covelli Center are louder than the drum here, Matt.
That's a very large bass drum too, Jared. Sorbonne to take the draw against Knubel. To the left of Fowler. Sorbonne wins the draw to the wall. Patilla off the window, couldn't get it past Gruba. In the corner, it's Link. To the half wall, cycle to Knubel. He'll force it to the left side. Patilla skates into it. Couldn't clear past Palatichuk. Knubel in the corner. Jumped on by Sorbonne. They'll tangle in the corner. 3:20 left in the third. Knubel. To Palatichuk. To Knubel. Tried to get up to the point, but Swanson couldn't hold the line. He'll backtrack into his own end and then ice the puck. .305 left in the third period.
And that was very fortunate for the Phantoms, Matt, because they were going on a line change there. So a win-win situation for them. They're able to get the line change and they're able to get the icing call.
Officials trying to figure out which four skaters are supposed to be on the ice. I think they're going to have to, I think they're forcing the top line to come back out.
Yeah, I don't think they got the line change in time, Matt, when the icing whistle was called.
Timeout Fargo. We will take it with them. 3:05 left in the third. 1-0 Youngstown. Listening to Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and Flow Sports.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
We now return you to Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio and the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome back inside the Covelli Center. 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in regulation. 1-0 Youngstown. Mishiak to take the draw against Smolin. Smolin wins the draw. Played around the boards by Napier. Got it to Mangini, out to center. Russell chipped into the zone, but that rolled to Nick Williams. To Mishiak, bumped ahead, back into the Fargo end. Stender to Russell at center. Played back to Napier. Ahead to the line. Smolin couldn't get past Nick Williams. Backhanded back into the zone. Thought that hit Smolin. But played ahead by Shane LaChance. Will it be icing? Yes. Marinov to the bench.
And they're not even going to hide it, Matt. They're just going to go straight to the extra attacker on this faceoff.
You know, sometimes you wait for the faceoff win. But Nick Oliver says 160 seconds left. I'm going to roll the dice. Mishiak to take the draw against Miettinen. Face-off warning on Mishiak. Linesman Zach Carson just needs to drop the puck there. Miettinen wins the draw. Swanson, right point. Knubel, shot. Loose at the edge of the blue paint. Diving on top of it is Pavel Funtek. He's outside the blue paint. Puck still loose. Plotted shot digging at it. And Mishiak turtled on top of it. Outside the blue paint, so no penalty shot. I don't even think it's a delay of game penalty.
And Fowler tried to cover it up, but he fell backwards. And Funtek just dove right on top of the puck.
Check that, it was Mishiak, 90, not 10. I might have even thought it was Funtek initially. We're down to 2:25 left in regulation. Phantoms are going to change the line. They'll bring out the second unit. Sorbonne, Isagai, Catalano. Cat to take the defensive zone draw against Miettinen. Catalano wins it cleanly into the corner. Strathman hauled down. Patilla couldn't play it away. Catalano just going to bump it off the glass and down the ice. Sorbonne hustling after it. No icing here. And Bone's just going to try to kill time in the corner. He'll battle Knubel. And there is Pilatachuk as well. Mellenbacher got it out of the scrum. Up to the line. Link couldn't clear. Isagai knocked down. Didn't even try to take a shot because Sorbonne was still in the zone. Fowler stops it behind the cage on the dump-in. Plays it around the wall. Isagai sweeps it to the line. Kept by Knubel. Over to Swanson. Throwing it through traffic off of Miettinen. Side of the net. Miettinen in front to Isagai. Kenta carries to the wall. Knubel will pin him there. 1:45 left in the third. Miettinen poked it free of the scrum. Sorbonne going to try to start another one in the right corner. Up the wall. Kenta battling. Sorbonne played the line. Pilatachuk held. Got it past Isagai. Sorbonne fanned on his clearing attempt. Battles with Mellenbacher. Mellenbacher with it. His pass deflected. Loose in the circle. Over to Swanson left side. Center point. Pilatachuk shot. Deflected wide of the cage. Strathman hustles to the rebound. Throws it off the ankle of Isagai to Catalano. And played into the Youngstown bench. And they're going to say deflected by Fargo into the Youngstown bench. So the faceoff will come to center with 76 seconds left in regulation. 1-0 Youngstown.
Matt, we had that favorite saying from you. How's everyone's heart rate? Because mine is through the roof right now.
I was at 138 when I looked at the last time out. Marinov is back in the cage, but standing at the hash marks. Now he's actually standing at the top of the circles. Mishiak to take the draw against Smolin. Face-off controlled by Fargo. Marinov to the bench. Round to the left corner. Strathman couldn't deflect it past Silkins. Picked up by LeChance, sent down the ice, missed the cage. Icing on Youngstown, 62 seconds left in regulation. Face off to the right of Fowler. Mishiak to take the draw against Miettinen. Face-off warning on Fargo. Still loose in the circle. Link throws it through the blue paint. Less than a minute remaining in the period. Miettinen, far side, Swanson. Back to the point, Palatichuk fakes the shot, gives it to Swanson. Swanson, side of the cage for Link, tried to feed in front, hit Fowler. Patilla fanned mostly on the clearing attempt, kept by Palatichuk. Miettinen, Palatichuk shot, blocked by Mishiak. He's going to club it down the ice, trying to skate into it is Shane LeChance. No icing call here, this dies short of the line. LeChance just going to staple it to the kick plate, 30 seconds left in regulation. Up to Whitelaw at the half, Fargo gets it free, they'll skate to center. Knubel to Swanson. To Mellenbacher, shot, glove saved, Jacob Fowler.
And great clear by Martin Mishiak, and great hustle by Shane LeChance and William Whitelaw to not force the icing call. Great work by this top line from the Phantoms.
Youngstown going for the line change. Face off to the right of Fowler. I don't know if they're putting any time back on the clock or not. Right now we've got 20.6. Catalano to take the draw against Miettinen. It seems like he's been out here forever. Swanson setting up in the shotgun. Catalano wins the face-off into the corner. Williams up to the half wall, forced for Bone. Battle back at the half wall, rolls into the corner. Williams, 10 seconds left in regulation. Big scrum in the left wing corner. Up to Fowler's shot, saved by Youngstown, cleared by Hunter Bischoff. The view from the top of the mountain is everything that I thought it would be. The Youngstown Phantoms are the 2023 Clark Cup champions!
Let's go! Yes, sir, Matt! Yes, sir!
A 24 save shutout gem by Jacob Fowler.
And what an incredible game from this Youngstown Phantoms lineup. Fowler with his 6th shutout on the season. His first in the playoffs. Unbelievable showing here at the Cavelli Center. What a team effort. This place is rocking in the Cavelli Center. Everyone is on their feet on this sold-out crowd of 6,000 plus. Wow!
What a defensive gem by the Youngstown Phantoms. What a performance by Jacob Fowler. Hats off to the Fargo Force. They gave it their all.
And Youngstown, you can call yourself Clark Cup champions.
The first Clark Cup in Youngstown Phantoms history belongs to this team of 2022-2023.
Oh, Matt, my hairs in my arms. I got goosebumps, sir.
Jacob Fowler, USHL goaltender of the year. William Whitelaw, second team all-rookie.
What an incredible showing here by the Phantoms, going undefeated in the postseason here at home at the Cavelli Center. Came into the postseason with 23 wins in the regular season, most in the USHL, and that home ice just is really a great feeling for the Phantoms here at the Cavelli Center.
We're just going to keep it right here and roll into the postgame show. Your final score tonight: the Youngstown Phantoms 1, and the Fargo Force nothing. The Youngstown Phantoms win the Clark Cup final 3-0, and sweep the Fargo Force. There was no scoring in the first period. There was no scoring in the second period. 24 seconds into the third period, Kenta Isagai forces a turnover, and the open puck, and the puck is skated into by Andon Sorbonne, and he rips it past Mate Marinov for his 5th goal of the playoffs. And that was the lone marker on the game, but the way Jacob Fowler performed tonight, and this is a fitting end to his Youngstown Phantoms career as he's going on to Boston College next season. Just what an outstanding game by Jacob Fowler.
As the confetti cannon goes off on the ice in the Cavelli Center.
Mate Marinov played an outstanding game. He stopped 23 out of 29. I'm sorry, 23 out of 24. But Jacob Fowler stopped 22 out of 22 for the shutout and the 1-0 win. The Fargo power play was 0 for 1. The Youngstown power play was 0 for 3. We want to thank you so much for tuning in all season long. For my engineers, Dave Ferris, Jim Craven, Alexis Davis doing the social media for us, my partner in crime, Jared Vinecourt. My name is Matt Lipsack, the voice of the Youngstown Phantoms. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and again, all season long, the Youngstown Phantoms are the 2023 Clark Cup champions. If you're watching on Flow Hockey, we're going to keep it here for the trophy presentation. If you're listening on Western Reserve Radio, we're going to keep it right here, I guess, as well. But I'm stepping away from the mic to go down and celebrate with the boys. Sound out. Fade to black.
me? Can you hear me?
Open it up.
No, I don't. You should be able to talk to me on the backside. You should be able to talk to me without opening it up. Can you hear me? Okay, go. I got you in queue, Jim, so anytime when you get down there, just let me know. I can hear you.
Fans, at this time, please direct your attention to the sunrise for a special ceremony. At this time, we'd like to introduce the Clark Cup Most Outstanding Player. The Clark Cup Championship Most Outstanding Player. Jacob Fowler. It's goalie number 1, Jacob
You can hear me. Give me a wave.
It's going to be a while because every player will skate with the trophy.
Wish they'd come down here. I wish they'd come down here too. lost Jim. I know he's out there somewhere. Oh, I see him. He's out there with Andrew right now.
Hey, Dave, you got the headset on?
Yep, you ready?
Organization president. It's a long season, new coach, rebuilding. It couldn't get any better than this. It literally could not get any better than this. I mean, not only do we sweep 3 games to nothing in the Clark Cup final, what did we go 8-1 in the playoffs altogether? But this building is electric. Youngstown, you're a hockey town. We can't wait to go back to back next year. Let's do this. Andrew Goldman, president of the Youngstown Phantoms.
I got you muted. Let me know if you get somebody else.
I can hear you in that headset.
Yeah. So? On his it is.
Dave, with the Anderson Boom, and the two things it took tonight. It's gotta feel good. Yeah, I mean, it felt amazing. It was really nice to have the Martin act here tonight. And it's a special feeling. I'm glad I get to enjoy it. This is the largest crowd you've ever played in front of? Probably, I would have to say so, yeah. Congratulations, man. Great job. Thanks.
What was the ball like at the end?
I know. I don't even know where he's at down there. Down there somewhere. grab his flannel? Oh, yeah. Flannel part.
You said you wanted